Gonna talk to Brandon and Peeps. Hopefully, gonna go over. Been debating dude for the last 2 days, so I'm gonna go talk to Brandon and them. See what kind of fucking silliness and how this keeps going. We'll probably do some research eventually, but I gotta just get everything set up. So give me a hot minute. Boot doot doot. Doot doot doot. Let me just get all my. Jeez, internet.
But I don't know.
Dude, what the fuck?
What? Why did you take? Was that Chopper?
Yeah, he's been taking them all day.
Why did he take it?
Where's he going?
Okay. Imp-
Manage stream. I don't know how to do any of this shit. Someday I should learn how to do this on here. Fuck, I was playing outside. Do 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 do. Edit. Let me get the Discord. Copy. Okay, that one's done. Content. Live. Going live. Not for children, because fuck them. Oh. Do 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 do. All right, let me get in with Brandon. What is happening, my brethren?
What up? What up? What up?
Oh man, I've been having a doozy
Fucking-
of a couple days. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have to reach it to you because I don't want to show like private messages
All right.
on Facebook or on stream, but I'll put them on my other computer because this one dude's been arguing me for like 2 days, and it's just crazy. But hold on, I gotta send him a message quick. Had to pick up kids.
Everything is fucking wild, dude.
I know. Hold on.
Fucking reality.
All right, because he's trying to say some stupid shit. But either way, I'll try to go back to yesterday, and then even today it's getting like fucking worse. Hey, Steph.
What?
Hello.
Yo.
I don't know if it's gonna get serious. Like if Patrick or whoever comes in, it might get serious. But right now we're just chilling. But
That's fine.
What?
I'm not.
I feel.
We're not serious. What's he talking
Well, no,
about?
more like getting like more deep philosophy than just bullshit.
Oh,
You know that kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah. You can
Um,
talk about it. Well, depend.
for sure. No,
You can ask for somebody to explain something, whatever. Dude, I'm high as fuck.
That's awesome. All
uh,
right, hold
dude,
on.
it's been like an exhausting fucking, I don't even know, journey. Just,
Oh, I
I
bet,
feel
dude.
like I'm at like a rest point
Yeah,
with a
well,
lot of
that's a
shit.
that's a chill, good area to be in sometimes, right?
Trying to be a fucking hobbit.
I love being a hobbit.
I don't know, dude.
All right, here we go, man. You
Uh,
ready? I'm gonna start explaining some of this shit, okay? And
oh
just pick
shit.
out some of the fucking first off the Weasleyness and the fucking like fallacies and shit. Because I've been starting to call him. I'm like, dude, you know you're doing this, right? Like, just you should know this. You know, like,
So
hold on,
funny.
hold on. He just like
What?
he's done already. He's like, night.
Well,
He's like, good night, brother. I love you, but I can't talk about this. I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, okay. Here we go. So he sent me some bullshit, fucking stupid like meme gif, whatever, right? About something about uh protecting voters from voter fraud and shit, right? Okay. So I just found out like a couple days ago that Steve Bannon said that they're already planning on putting ice around voting ballots or voting polls this upcoming election. So, what do you think ICE is there to protect, or who they get a card or whatever? You know, like going down that line of theory, right? Like that line of process. So I asked him,
yeah.
I'm just like, would you support having ICE at the polls in November? And then he just literally goes like, sir, this line is for citizens, that line is for citizens who look more like citizens. So I just repeat the question, like, can you support or do you support this shit? And he's like, oh, absolutely, ICE at the poll makes total sense. Why stop at voter ID when we can just add airport security, blah blah blah, and all this shit? I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I was, because that's what I started telling him. Like, eventually, I'm like, you're just being weasel. Like, you just can't answer a direct question. Like, why do you gotta fucking do all this shit? And then he goes,
Yeah.
Steve Banning saying ICE at the polls is just admitting the quiet part out loud. If everyone is afraid to vote, fewer people will vote, and that's the point, right? That's his point. Which I'm like, that's so bad. I'm like, I had to ask him like, and you want fewer people to vote, and why is that, right? He literally goes, when did I say that? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how are you trying to gaslight me, dude? Like, you just said it. If people are afraid to vote, fewer people will vote. And that's the point. Like, because he always tries to do this shit where he's like, he'll say something. He's like, well, I didn't say those words. Like, yes, you did. Like, just because you didn't say, like, just because you didn't say I killed the person didn't mean that you said, like, man, if I would have done this, I'd have drove him here. I'd have done this. And that's exactly how it played out, right? Like, you did do it, dude. Just admit it. Say it with your chest. Stop, dilly dallying around it. Let's see here.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
That's when
fallacies.
he eventually gets mad at me because I'm always like, dude, I'm trying to ask for one specific thing. Stop trying to fucking. He like I said, he does the biggest one he does is try to do the shift and burden of proof. He'll be like, you just make false allegations. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't even know what you believe in. Prove me wrong. It's like, bro, don't you know how this works? You just made all these claims. Can you fucking back them up? Like, you're asking me to disprove you. Like, no, you're the one saying all this shit. Why don't you back it up in the first place?
Dude, I swear to God,
It's so silly to
it's
me.
growing up ideology, dude, because it's like nervous systems align around certain fucking ideas or like ways of feeling. And they just don't want to fucking like let it go. It's like everything's just gonna fucking crumble their reality, dude. It's like, come on, man. How do we fucking get people like around the fucking like bend with this shit? It's so weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
People cling to ideology so hard. I don't know. I don't know where you yeah, like their opinions. It's not just I don't know. It's hard to say
Yeah,
because
but my point is always
it's
like, so
like
like whenever we get to like the actual like the nuance or like things, I have evidence. I always say like, so eventually like
Yeah.
That's always my point. Like, you keep saying all these things, but like, anytime you ask me something, I'll give you an answer,
Yeah.
and then I'll like literally be like, oh, here's the amendment, or here's the paper, or here's this. Like, it's not just me saying it, you know. Like, I mean, it is
It's
me saying it,
like
but also I
low.
have other people backing me up in the sense, some scientists or some politicians or historians or whatever, you know. Like, it's not just talking shit to talk shit.
Yeah. I say. Yeah, I don't know. It's like all they can do is either. It's like they just find ways to backpedal. And it's like casual investment, kind of, you know,
Sure.
in a lot of ways.
Yep. So then I brought up the point. So like he got to the point where he kind of said he supports ICE being at the polls to stop illegals, right? So I'm like, so I basically said, so you would support ICE checking IDs of only brown and black people, right? And he's like, when did I say that? I'm like, how how many white people have ICE detained for being illegal? You know, like, and then he goes the whole spiel like, there's probably some people, and then I fucking my one buddy fucking sent me the link of like the DHS fucking website where they have all the arrest records, and I went through like 25 pages. I've not found one white person to be arrested by ICE or detained for being illegal. You know, like, you don't find that suspicious that they only look for brown and black people, and like, that's racial profiling. Like, I keep trying to break it down to he's for, like, you're for racial profiling. Like, you keep trying to say it without saying it because you're trying to be a pussy about it and just not fucking say it with your chest, but that's what you're saying. Like, you're down with ICE checking brown and black people because they're probably illegal versus, like, my whole point is there's no Russians that are here illegal. There's no Belarusians. There's no fucking Swedens here. Like, what? Come on now. I don't know. What do you think?
Dude, fuck. It's like a whole shit show, man. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
like what we're doing basically is almost like how do we get from point A to point B with people's thinking with our arguments, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
we kind of like the moral background of it is pretty obvious. Like, people don't really need to be ousted out of the country, you know, just
If
because
they're
they're
real
seeking a better
criminals,
life. Like,
yeah. Like, I always say, like, there
yeah,
are, like,
yeah,
I always tell
yeah.
people, like, there is a point where I do agree with you, but you guys are just going past the point. Because that's what I would think. I think he thinks, like, I just want all these people. I'm like, because he always keeps trying to say, like, well, you're for this. I'm like, hey, I've never said that. You keep just making the claims because, like, I don't. And if you ask me, I'll answer you directly. Like, you know, like, that's easy. Like, I always tell people, like, I try to tell him, like, you notice how you ask me something? And I'll just be like, no, I wouldn't do that. And then I'll, you know, like, that wasn't hard for me to do. Just answer the question instead of fucking pussyfooting around. But so at
Yep.
one point I asked, dude, do you support Supreme Court ruling about allowing racial profiling, kind of thing? You know, like, whatever. His response is, well, it allows the federal government laws to be enforced more efficiently, and that officers need flexibility in identifying individuals they reasonably suspect may be in the country unlawfully. Do I support how it's being used? Not fully. Obviously, the metaphorical war against people who are unlawfully here in the United States. So, yeah. So I'm like, so you support walking up to
Yeah.
brown people and making them prove citizens. So only brown people commit nasty crimes? Because he goes, because when I showed him like the whole list of people, he's like, do these people not commit nasty crimes? So I'm like, you're saying white people don't commit nasty crimes? Like it's impossible? Like, come on now. Like, think about it.
It's all a waste of energy, really. Like, it's a fundamental waste of human energy. All of this, like,
For sure.
we don't know what the fuck we're doing. That's why we're like this. We like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off, you know, caught in our own fucking like maze that we made, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's so fucked up, dude. Like, we gotta get back to the fucking basics of like, what do people need? All right, let's get all that shit that people need to
Right.
them, you know. Once people get out of fucking, you know, survival mode, oh, then life starts to fucking get good again, you know? But we've been in, like, permanent fucking survival mode since, like, who the fuck knows when? Like, it's, like, been fucking constant to a degree, you know? It's like, when
Yeah.
does it stop? It's like,
Right.
we're just attacking ourselves. Like, oh, like, you don't deserve, return, like, like stability into a rite of passage is what we do. Like you
But
don't
we
get
want
to
stability.
feel
Stability is a good
stable.
thing. Like honestly,
Yeah,
that's what everybody wants. You know what?
I know.
Being hectic is the worst thing because when you're hectic, you go from being rich to poor or being fat to skinny or like it's extremes, and neither extreme's good. But you know what's awesome? Being
Yeah,
steady in the middle all the time. Like
yeah.
I'm kind of happy and I'm kind of sad. I don't get super sad and I don't get super duper happy. Because those mood swings can, like people gonna see that. People will notice that shit if you allow it to overtake
I
you.
think the root of addiction is probably what identifying with your peaks rather than your lows, like or both of
I
them,
think
right? So it's
I
like,
think it's the combo of like you get so high and you know you can get there, but when you hit so low, you feel like you could never get back up. So then you get into your addictions, or like
yeah,
like because you're like I can never get
hmm
to that top of the mountain again. I'm way the fuck down here. Like how am I supposed to get back up there? Even though you can, but you just trick your brain into thinking that it can't. So then again, you start supplying it with substances and shit to cover it.
yeah. Dude, I mean, so it's like we're playing a biological game, but through a symbolic lens is all we're doing to me. Like I can see it, like flat out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I can't say for sure because he will never admit it, but I'm pretty sure the guy I'm talking to is turning into or has became a white Christian nationalist, and that's and obviously like I try to pull these people out, but it's so fucking hard.
Dude, right?
It's because like
Like
it's a religious ideology and it's a political ideology.
these
It's
are so far gone too. It's like,
well,
fuck.
for something like
What
that,
kind of
like
human
I said,
being is
you got to
this?
break down like two barriers. Like I said, you got to break down a political one and a fucking spiritual one in a sense. But oh man, yeah, it's just fucking so hard. Because I had a debate with this dude
Yeah,
one
dude.
time about fucking basically like uh, slavery in the Bible, and he kept trying to break it down to like intention. Like, it does not say that, and nowhere in the Bible does it say slavery is bad. He's like, oh, you can be free after 7 years. Like, that's jubilee for Jews only. If you're not a Jew, guess what? You don't get that privilege. So no, you're a slave for life. Like,
Jubilee.
yeah, it's jubilee. It's every 7 years if you're a Jew slave. And again, only a male. So only a male Jew slave gets to be set free every 7 years. If you're the woman, you're a sex slave for the rest of your life. And again, if you're anybody not a Jew, you're a slave for the rest of your life. So, like the idea of them saying like it's not like American slavery. I'm like, it's pretty fucking bad. I wouldn't want to be fucking someone's property for my whole goddamn life, right? Like, what a silly thing to think.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
Uh,
All right.
dude, this picture of the fucking world is absolutely insane. Just what it's been for like all of history.
Yeah, but I guess it sucks
Uh,
only because we made such good progress in probably like the last 20, 30 years, and now we're just going backwards. That's the problem. Like we were actually doing pretty well. Like we were trying to help people, try to fucking help with global warming. Like the shit that actually matters, the big things. Obviously, there's some things like the fucking like money in politics and shit like that. That shit like we all agree on. For some reason we just can't seem to do it. Like you probably shouldn't have stocks and shit if you fucking get to change laws and shit. Like I don't know things like that. We still have some room to grow, but we made a lot of progress.
yeah.
All right,
God.
so I'm gonna tell you. So, like I said, we were arguing about this, and then he got mad at me because I sent him the DHS ICE arrest link. Right? He's like, "You sent me a link for people arrested. Can you find me a local one?" I'm like, "Why would I do that? We're talking about ICE, the whole group, right? Like, why are we just gonna go to a local police station when this is a national thing?" So like again, he's just trying to always change things.
Mhm.
Then he goes for every one Russian in Minnesota, there are 6 Mexicans. And for one Belarusian, there are a dozen other Mexicans. And for every Swede, they're our only biggest ancestor group in this whole state. It's like, okay, like, so we don't have any white immigration doing anything bad. That's like that's always my point. It's like you're gonna tell me that white people from
Mhm.
Europe literally do zero wrong. Like because the thing is, if you're like, my whole point is like, if you're going after all these people, like all like, if we hate immigrants all the way, then why don't we hate all of them? Why are we picking and choosing the ones we hate? And again, it's always
Yeah,
and
dude.
it always tends to be the brown black people. Isn't that kind of fucking? I just say I'm not trying to call you racist, but isn't it weird that it's always this one group of people or like that don't look like you that always seem to be on the short end of the stick? You don't find that like you don't find that just strange to me? Like that's kind of what I keep trying to press. Like you just don't find that fucking weird?
I feel like people are like think way more along like racial and like discomfort lines than they like care to admit to, you know? Like
Yeah, and then so he starts going over like there's only 6 cities or states that are really bad with immigration shit, whatever, right? So then I go, you're going like you're gonna have no warrant. So going with no warrants is ICE's job. Breaking into cars as your first action is ICE's job. Like we don't like rule of law, like that kind of shit. Then he goes, "Oh, I'm just talking to a wall." It's like, what do you mean? Like I'm bringing up points that exactly match exactly what we're talking about. Like he's trying to make it act like I'm just talking out my ass. Like we're talking about ICE and this whole topic, and I ask you questions about what their standard of action is like, because like I said, like you're down with warrantless raids, you're down with all this shit. Like, how can you say this? I don't get people. And then they always he goes, I'm for people who rape kids and women and kill people. Absolutely, like, yeah, like everyone's for this, dum dum. Like, who isn't for fucking that? And then I go like, how do you find out who does the crime? Should the government be allowed to search every house to catch all the murderers and rapists? Like, and also, like, even then, I was like, even if you're a rapist or a murderer, you are still allowed due process. Like, even if you are the shittiest human being, you can be the worst scumbag in the whole world. In America, you are still allowed due process, right? Like, again, these are things I always think we should be talking about and debating about, but here we are, listening to dude fucking trying to argue me about people don't deserve due process because they're rapists and murderers or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm not a fan of these people, but it's the process. I don't know how people don't understand that.
like people are afraid of control being ceded to the other side, you know? Like, I mean, yeah, we know that, yeah, we've talked about this, but
Sure. Yeah.
because they don't want their pet concerns, not to be tended to, or it's like the elaborate conspiracy fucking spirals
that is what it is.
Yeah, they think that that's like it's gonna escalate to that shit. It's like, come on,
again,
guys, you can't.
Like, dude, I bet, not to be mean, maybe I'm not wrong, maybe I am wrong, but I'm guessing this dude probably has never met too many Somalians or whatever, like, in order to have these like hateful / like these people are taking all the jobs and these people are taking all the welfare and all the like, really, all of it. And like, again, he's like, they're going after the worst of the worst. I'm like, are they really? Like, if they are, cool. If that was like the only case, again, there's room for me to agree with you, but that's just not how it is, most likely. What is it, like 73% of people have no criminal record that they've detained? So it's like, again, these are all things we can literally just look up and get evidence on.
Yep.
Yeah, so his answer to my warrantless raids and shit is, unfortunately, it's not their fault that they let people into their home. Immigration court is not is civil, not criminal, right? Like, so is being illegal itself. Like, being here in America is illegal is just a civil case. So you're saying that this is not bad because it's a civil case, but when I tell you that being illegal is just a civil case, it's the worst? Like, how can you square that fucking circle, man? Like, what do you fucking mean? You can't, again, how are you picking both ways? Like, I just don't get people. Like,
Yep.
Like, you're trying to bring up the civil criminal court, and then when I do it, oh, it's not like I said that. It's like, oh, okay. It's their own fault. Like, okay.
Dude, that's why I think it is that like the zoomed in lens. It's people are just too zoomed in and they don't see like they can't like back the fuck up, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah.
There's like a fucking like topology between us.
Yeah, it's a tautology.
In terms of like context. No, a topology. So like think of in terms of like, so like, all right, think like Wild West structure. Like,
Okay.
like little, like I don't know how to say this, or think like the depth maps of like lakes. You know what I mean? Like the different layers. Like, oh,
Yep.
here's 10
Yes.
feet, here's 20
10
feet,
feet,
30
100
feet.
feet. Yep.
So like between us, there's some kind of structure like that in terms of context and meaning.
Oh my God, yeah,
And
for sure. I just call that, like I said,
yeah,
personally,
absolutely.
I just call that we don't live in the same reality, even though all the evidence is out there. Like we can all
Right.
find the same evidence, and yet you're gonna tell me these things are happening. It's kind of like the whole Alex Preddy murder. Like you're gonna tell me, you're gonna try to gaslight me and tell me this guy wasn't murdered. He did all these things when I can watch it with my own fucking eyes. How dare you try to
So
fucking just gaslight and lie to me over and over? Like, oh, he brandished a gun. Like, where the fuck? No, you did not. Like, stop lying so bad and so blatantly. Where the like? No, like I always. That was my whole thing with that whole issue with that was I would just come text people like you're trying to gaslight. Like I'm not gonna allow you to fucking. I'm gonna
Yep.
let everyone know you're just fucking lying. Like I'm not even gonna argue with you
It's
with the
like
point because the point is so stupid that you're just like I said, just blatantly lying.
all the different selves, that we have that you talk about all the time. Like
Yeah.
it's something like that kind of layer structure between us. And then when we see somebody, we only see like this self, but we don't see the rest of ourselves mapped back at that person, kind of, right? And there's different levels of realization, maybe, as far as like how much our different layers or selves like meet or align, you know what I mean? And then there's a distortion in people depending on how much they don't realize that those things meet, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dude, I literally think we are sort of like the singularity. And as we keep
Like
fucking going
individuals.
forward through time,
Talking about
yeah,
individuals.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's like, yeah, yeah. So it's like, as we keep moving forward more and more through time, people, that process the world in different ways, like sort of increase clarity to a point where there's a sort of weird like alignment, I think. You know what I mean?
Should be. I mean, that's kind of like what you hope for in a sense.
Like we're getting more and more high resolution as we go forward, whether it's
In
but
some
it's in like
ways,
a
like I said, we're going
one
backwards.
step
That's the
back, two
problem.
steps
Like you're
forward.
right,
Yeah.
but we, like I said, that was true.
Some
But now we're
people,
going backwards. That's the problem. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we're
I think,
regressing. That's the like that's my issue.
well, like some of us need to like a lot. Well, I mean, so like certain people are moving forward, okay?
Sure.
Other people are moving backward. But
Yes.
there's going to be a peak that we hit, like as far as people that are like thinking and like trying to be rational and like good or whatever. And the people who are not, like there's a certain point I think that we hit, like I don't know. Or maybe I'm bullshitting, but
Sure. I mean,
I think we get to it at the end of a cycle here, I think.
so like in your analogy, right? You're talking about like the ebbs and flows, the depths and shit, right? If you were on the
Yeah.
top of Mount Everest and I'm on the bottom of Mount Everest, how the fuck am I ever gonna send you a message, like verbally?
Oh,
Like
yeah, exactly. Oh,
I can't scream to you. I can't fucking. There's nothing I can do. I can probably yell through a blowhorn and shit. You probably have no chance of hearing me, right? Like, and
I
that's
think, yeah.
well. I'm just so with that. I'm saying like the reason, like with that analogy, I'm saying like if I'm on the top of the mountain trying to fucking explain something to people like this that are on the bottom of the hill, like
Mhm.
we don't live in the same like their news cycle, their this and this is so much different than mine that doesn't matter how well I articulate the point or, like
Yep.
back my shit with evidence or whatever the fuck, people are gonna still disbelieve it. And like I'm saying with your analogy of that, that's kind of what I'm getting at is we're on different depths, we're on different wavelengths. Some of us are higher up, some of us are lower up, but so like I feel like the back in the day, let's say like 25 years ago, I feel like everybody was from like 1 foot to fucking like 50 feet. Like there was some distance, but you could still kind of hear what the fuck I'm saying if I was screaming at you, right? But now, like I said, it's the Everest and fucking the bottom. Like there's 5,000 feet of
Yep.
fucking room. Like,
Exactly. Yep.
and
It
yeah,
keeps getting, yeah, the gap keeps dividing. Yep. It's a pole. It's like a pole that's, I don't know how this like we seriously split off some point before between now in the the internet's birth. I swear to God that's what's happened
Well,
almost.
honestly, I kind of
Plus
pinpoint.
with
I
the
pinpointed
white
to
supremacy shit
I
and
pinpointed to fucking Obama winning
yeah,
presidency because it lost the shit out of a lot of the racist just people in America. Obviously,
we
not
had a
all of
lot
them,
of
but
shit go down, dude.
since then, and then
And yeah, dude, you look at it, it's like it's literally like people are talking from different directions, not from the same platform. That's why I emphasize like metacognition and like metaphysics and shit, like identifying that common self. Like we do have
mhm,
to, yeah.
sure, and that's why I try to
And
point out, like,
yeah,
even the people there's a few people I talk to, like on Facebook and shit, like we might disagree, but I always try to point out, like, I appreciate talking to you because even if we disagree, I know you're coming in at good faith and like you can admit if your side, like, because I always tell people, like, if my side fucks up, I have no problem saying, yeah, I wouldn't have done that, like, because like my buddy's like, oh, these are the peaceful protesters and they'll be breaking a car or something stupid. I'm like, you think I support that? Like, no, dude, I have principles. Like, just because somebody's on my side and does something fucked up doesn't mean I have to defend them. Like, no, they fucked up. Like, like, that's, it's not hard, people. It's just principle. Again, it comes down to like, are you true to your ideas? Or are you true to your party or whatever the fuck it is? Like whatever your ideologically you agree with me, so therefore you can't do wrong, zero at all. Like, no, I don't believe that. Like, it's kind of like if your brother and sister is a shitty human being, I'm gonna call them shitty human. Like, I don't have to lie and be like, oh, they're the greatest people. They would never do this. This is like, no, dude. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like, this person, no, they fucked up. What do you want me to say? Like, blind allegiance, basically, is
yep,
what I'm getting at.
yep.
Like I said, you can be my family, you can be my friend, you can be whatever. Like, I don't have to blindly follow you. And that's what I think.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, absolutely not.
That's
Yeah,
the big
yeah.
problem. Saying people
It,
just do it, like they
right.
just blindly
So do
follow.
you see like, but like you see, there's a narrative behind that, right?
Yes,
It's like
it's an ideology
I keep
almost.
seeing narrative and structure just in psychology, in politics, right? Like it's always intertwined.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's getting worse. I think it was Trump the first term. He made it where religious folks can like do political stuff instead of just. It used to be separation of church and state, but they changed the law, and ever since then, now it's gotten. Like I said, now it's became a spiritual warfare, which makes it even worse and harder to. It's hard to change someone's mind, like I said, even politically. But now, like I said, add the God factor, and God's on our side. Like, oh my God, how am I going to sway you when you think God is the
Yeah,
one picking you to
exactly.
fuck? It's kind of like
Right.
I always tell people like
Yeah, dude.
I tell people like in the Bible, like when God says the Jews are my people, well, why do you think the Jews do crazy shit and do all this stuff? They think that God's their fucking on their side. Like they know they're gonna win no matter what. Like that's what they truly believe. Like
I
no
mean,
matter
if
what they do.
I feel like anybody that says that can say that, whoever first said that, God is on our side, has to fucking know. Like, no, I actually don't know this. Like, I'm bullshitting these people, but they fucking say it anyways,
So
right?
sure, I think so. Like it comes down to like the self delusion. Like they probably I would tend to believe, at
Yeah,
least back in the
yeah,
day, I tend to believe people actually believe the shit they said versus now. But I mean, even then, back then, there was still snake oil salesmen and shit. Like there was always shady motherfuckers. Like I always tell people, like, dude, if you were a magician, if
always.
you were a magician, 2000 BC, dude, of course you would look like a god. You can make everything disappear. You can fucking make do all this crazy shit, right? Like you would be a god to these people that have no clue about what you're actually doing. It's just an illusion, like
Yep.
ugh.
Yeah. Liars are fucking garbage, dude. Who
Yeah.
knew? Who fucking knew?
Who would have thought?
Dishonesty was almost like the root of all of our bullshit. And we don't even know, you know, as a rule, as a fucking civilization, like what honesty really means and what meaning things and like it's like we were never taught anything really about our actual reality of our existence. It was all kind of shit that was made up along the way.
Yeah.
Literally is exactly what it is. But we build resonant structures, basically, which contain civility or some shit. I don't know, dude. It's a wild fucking world. trying not to zoom out so much. Fuck.
Okay, here.
I want to be able to zoom out and zoom in.
In 2017, Trump destroyed the Johnson Amendment to allow pastors to endorse candidates in political theater. So basically, yeah, since 2017 now, religion became like a political thing, not just a religious thing, I guess. What are we gonna fucking call it? Again, so stupid. And again, I hate when people are always like, America was founded on Christianity. No, the fuck it wasn't. It's literally the first secular nation in like the world, and we watch it become the best country in the world. Like, shouldn't that be evidence of like secularism is probably the best way to run a society? Like, what do you? I always say we have tons of evidence for it. People like, people would just start raping and killing and doing all these horrible things if it wasn't for God. No, they wouldn't. I always tell people like, I rape and kill as many people as I've wanted to my whole life, and the answer's been zero. Just
Yeah.
like I don't need a god to fucking be. I don't need to fear someone to fucking make me not do the worst of the worst. Like I always say that says a lot about you if you fucking need a god to tell you don't rape. It's not the flex.
We are, yeah. Dude, yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. People say like they think it's a flex, but it's not. You're just silly and you just don't even realize
Dude.
how silly you are. It's so crazy.
Oh, man. I don't know how the fuck, dude. It's so weird, just the way these structures work, and like, yeah, dude.
I don't know either.
Fucking. It's like everything on the surface is sort of a negotiation between like just completely different worldviews. Like, it's like we only hit these like points that we've hit because but like not everybody's aligned, you know? Like, it's weird. Like the whole like fucking everything in the world has been shaped by that. What is reality? We have to actually answer that question instead of like,
What is
you know,
reality?
just
I suppose reality
yeah,
is
yeah.
the confirmed, like, we all have our five senses, but, like, if other people can confirm what my five senses say and what other people say, they match up together, I suppose that would make it reality.
Yep, that's pretty good, yeah.
That'd be
I
my,
enjoy
like,
that.
best
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
Because, like, again, we all have opinions and beliefs, but, like, were those things it's like reading the news and shit. Like, you know, if you read like the same, you know, like if you read the same topic by 5 different articles, they're all gonna have different sway and shit, but like where those 3-4 things overlap, those are probably the actual true things in that story versus everything else is just the opinion part or whatever.
Yeah.
I love when people do this silly talking point of, do you know that Democrats funded the KKK, right? Like, yeah, bro, I'm well the fuck aware. Like, again, like all these people that think, like, you think this is the first time I've ever heard this fucking talking point? Like, because this happened when you realized it. Like, yes,
Like this
bro.
blew my mind
I know,
back
right?
like
I
2
always
months
want to be like,
ago.
geez, really? I didn't know that. The KKK was started by Democrats? Oh, wow. You're so smart. And then my first rebuttal is always look up Dixiecrats in the party switch. If you do that and you don't come back to me with anything else, then I guess that's on you. like it's really fucking easy. George Wallace, look up who he is and what he did. There you go. Like that solves your fucking party swap or whatever.
I'm still hungry, dude. I'm like an eating machine tonight.
Oh yeah.
I already had 5 fucking brats. Like,
Oh
what's wrong
shit.
with me, dude?
You just chopped
Just
and
can't
bored,
get
I
enough
suppose.
of the cylindrical meat, dude. Just can't.
All right. So I'm gonna keep reading more of this fucking argument shit for a minute before we get off on another tangent.
My coffee.
So my one buddy goes, he was asking me, am I talking about the Fourth Amendment? I said, sure. I'm a fan of the Fourth Amendment. Are you? He goes, for non-citizens? I said, what does the Fifth Amendment say? And yes. So would you say that I answered the question, right? If someone goes, for non-citizens, question mark, and I go, what does the Fifth Amendment say? And yes. Like, yes to the question, okay? That's what I said. And he tries to go, you want to say nothing? Like, what do you mean, bro? I answered the fucking question. Like, literally, like, again, the people try to gaslight me and say, you did do this. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? Yes, I did. Like, I literally made a second point, like, and yes. But then, you know, again, always try to gaslight me. I'm fucking so sick of this. And he goes, you want to say nothing? Just like asking for a lawyer. Assumptions, you are guilty. So he's trying to make the claim that if you hire a lawyer, you're basically guilty. And I'm like, so then I go, how does that make you guilty? So every defendant in history of the world is guilty because they got a lawyer? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, I don't get people. Like, how can that be your line of logic? Well, if you hire a lawyer, you're assumed to be guilty. Like, what? Since when? At least maybe in other countries, but I would say not in America. And that's my whole point. Like, we're supposed to be the best beacon of light. We're not supposed to fucking cater to other shitty versions of whatever democracy or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So then I copy and paste the Fifth Amendment, and then I go, what are the first two words in the Fifth Amendment? Because the first two words are no person, right? No person, okay? And then he goes, this applies strictly to criminal cases in federal court. So then I Google it, and it says, no, the Fifth Amendment does not only apply to federal cases. Most of it is protections that have been incorporated to apply to state cases through the 14th Amendment. So maybe the Fifth Amendment by itself didn't do it, but corroborating with the 15th Amendment or 14th Amendment, it does count to every fucking person, right? Like, it's not just federal court or, federal court, like he's trying to say. Like, so again, like, I come back with the actual evidence and facts. And I guarantee if I look, he's going to try to gaslight me because that's what always happens. Let's see here.
Yeah. Fucking gaslighting, dude.
Because, yeah, he keeps trying to go over.
It's like, it's wild. Because that is what it is. It's gaslight. Like, oh my God, man.
Right.
It's like, I feel like this is almost like a science that, yeah, like nobody's fully mapped out. You know, like we as a group kind of like grasp it, I think, as, you know, what it is, but it's almost like a weather pattern system, you know what I mean? But it's like we can't, you know, it's not, it just doesn't look structured like that, but it is like a weather pattern system almost, like, you know, well, here comes the gaslighting, fucking the jet stream from the, you know, Canada or whatever, you know, it's like, God, it just all seems to be pretty simple as you start feeling into the you know, sources of everything.
Yeah. So, oh wait, hold on. I gotta go to the other one. So he didn't want to answer my question because, like I said, he'll see how much he's going to be bad faith in a little bit. I go, why did the founding fathers put in no person? Why didn't they put no citizen or no American person? Like I always say, like, are these people not smart enough to fucking know what words mean? Like, there's a reason why they put no person, right? Like, it's not just for American citizens. Like I said, these people are smart. Like, they would have known, right? So then
Yep.
his argument back would be, how long ago were these made? I'm like, 1789. Well, I'm like, we not a fan of the Constitution? He's like, you just answered your question. I'm like, what? We don't like the Constitution? Like, I was like, what are you asking me? And he's like, we the legal people. I'm like, what does no person mean? And then he's like, because so then he goes like, we the legal people. I was like, oh, cool. Where can I find that phrase in the Constitution? And he's like, where doesn't it show up? I'm like, and again, this is where I always tell him, like, why do you always try to shift the burden of proof? Like, you're the one making the claim it says this. I'm asking you, where does it show up? And he never supplies it. This shit goes on back and forth. This shit always pissed me off. Like, how are you gonna make claims and then fucking never back them up? Like, don't you fucking feel bad about this at all? Like, ever? I would feel fucking shitty if I fucking kept lying over and over and over.
It's like it's all like performance for himself.
Because like I said, like he goes, "We the legal people." I'm like, "Oh, where does it say that?" Where he's like, "Where doesn't it?" I'm like, "I didn't make the claim. You did. So show me because I don't believe you at this moment. Like, just being honest, I don't fucking believe you." So then he goes, "Should we oblige by all the old laws?" I'm like, "Dude, it's not the old law. It's the Constitution is literally the current law of the land. What do you fucking mean this? Like, you're trying to make it sound like these are all old ass shit. Like, no, the Constitution is a current law. Like, we update it, we fucking amend it, right? You know, like, because then he starts going over like the Three-Fifths Compromise, where black people are this, and like the fugitive state, like all these horrible laws that we've done." And I was like, "Oh, cool. You know that these aren't in the Constitution, right? Like, what do you? All these stupid laws. These are just laws made by the federal government. These weren't constitutional. Like, so even what he's trying to bring up is fucking a stupid point just in the begin with."
Hey,
What up, my brother?
not shit. Did a run on Outriders and
I seen you do that.
lost all my progress. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. So
Lost all my progress.
from Brandon, so that was all day's
Fuck, I wanna do.
conversation yesterday. From that conversation, did it sound like I was making any ridiculous claims, or did it sound like I was talking against the wall or whatever like that? Like, that's what his claims were today. Like, oh, it's just like talking against the wall. I'm like, because you can't back up.
Oh,
any of your
dude.
fucking claims. Like,
Exactly,
you get
because he
mad at
just
me?
expects you to bend over. That's
Yeah.
it. He expects you to bend the fuck over
know,
and
it's like,
like
what
he
the
took
fuck?
it. Like he took it.
It's
Exactly
crazy.
the way he took it.
It's just like I'm saying. So today that was his whole thing. Like blah blah blah. I was like, well. So here's how today's fucking stupid bullshit starts. This is funny. So I'm about to leave work. He goes, because I'm guessing because of all the white shit we're talking about with white people yesterday. He goes, so we should probably just rename the White House, huh? I'm like, why would we do that? And he goes, we being. I'm like, who's we? I'm like, the American people
What?
specifically. Like he's trying to get in this philosophical debate. Like, what's we mean? I'm like, the American people. He's like, so explain why we wouldn't change the name. I'm like, I'm not saying we should change the name. You are. So why should we? Like, you're the one fucking saying it because I'm trying to basically
Dude,
get because he's trying to make it.
100%.
He's trying to make it work.
Dude.
He's trying to get me to be like, oh, I hate white people, so therefore we should change the fucking White House name. Like, no, dude, I'm not a fucking
Dude.
It's one of those.
Well, he's trying
You
to
can
make that
see that
stupid
the
argument. Like, and I
White
see
House
through it 100
name is
ways.
almost like a dog whistle, though. It's a
It
dog
is.
whistle.
It is, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, so like I said, yesterday I dealt with this bullshit more. Today I was more fucking aggressive about being like calling you out on your fallacies and shit. Because I was like, dude, fuck off, dude. Like, you don't want to know why you're stupid because this is why, right? So I literally go like, I was like, how are you gonna put words in my mouth? You literally brought the topic up. So why should we, according to you, answer the, answer it? Like, you're the one that brought up this whole conversation. I was at work. Like, I didn't text you. You texted me and asked me this stupid ass question. So how about you answer your own fucking question? And like, again, just shifting the burden of the truth. He does this. This is what he does all day today. And I fucking called him out like 3-4 times. I'm like, dude, do you not either? You
Oh,
don't
is this a
realize
coworker of
it,
yours?
huh?
Was it a coworker of yours?
No, a buddy that I used to hang out with a lot. But like,
Oh,
so like, I think they turned white Christian nationalists because, like, long story short, he got into substances. He had to get clean, so I think he joined the 12-step program. They're huge into fucking preaching God's the savior, God's the reason why you fucking got out of it. So therefore, he joined that shit. So like I was telling Brandon, like, it's basically impossible for me to ever win with him in the sense because I have to beat him politically, and eventually I have to beat him like spiritually. I have to like break down his whole fucking, you're stupid on this level because you are. Like, think you're not, but it is what it is, right? So here's where he starts gaslighting me. He goes, according to me, you said, and I quote, "We the people." So I literally go, you literally said we should
there's
change.
more after.
Not even that. No, I said you literally said we should change. We should probably change the name of the White House, huh? I'm like, can't you remember 20 minutes ago? Like, you're the one that said we should change the White House. I didn't say that. You did. So then I asked, why should we? And you keep going, like, what are you talking about? And then he goes, oh, you said we are not checking white people's IDs, so we should have changed the White House. He finally admitted his fucking stupid shit. I was like, oh, now the truth finally comes out. No, I wouldn't do that. Comparing white people to the White House is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What truth?" Thinking I was gonna fucking talk about him being racist, which I could have, but I didn't. I was like, "No, the truth is, you making a stupid ass comparison. It's not you. I thought you would have been better than that by now. Like, no, dude, just you're a fucking retard. Like, that's kind of how I'm starting to get to you. Like, you're making the dumbest fucking points and arguments all day, every day. It's just ridiculous." And again,
That sounds fucking irritating.
it is, but like, I always gotta believe there's some hope. But plus, it's fun to talk about like now, like, because like now it's like I'm not frustrated. It's like, dude, fuck off. And then he tries to go. He tries to go. Oh, that's what you do all day. Like make stupid comparisons. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And so then I bring it back from yesterday. I was like, oh, you found a white person on that page yet? Guessing not. Weird, huh? Like, like, and then I'm like, oh, I can defend anything you bring up. I don't play dumb games around. I answer questions directly. So here's where the big stupid argument, which is the stupidest thing ever. He goes, why would I? Question mark. ICE is looking for who again? So then I didn't read it quite because I was still typing the other one. I was like, again, white people are here illegally. What, only 0% of them are? He's like, that was not my question. So I go, oh, okay. So I was like, why should you care about ICE? You should care because you claim to hate all immigrants or illegal immigrants. Therefore, you should care if white people are here illegally, right? Yet you can't find one, and you think that's normal? Like when you try to say it's not about racial profiling, like, I say you every person that ICE has detained, and you can't find one white person, and you think that it's not about race. How do you figure that? Like, how does that make sense to you at all? Like, I just don't get people. Like, so yeah. He said,
People are retarded.
he said, you make anything you want to sound good for you. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm like, yes, you are. You pussyfooting around saying you're a pro-racial profiler. Like, that's when I started being, like I said, more ass. I'm like, no, dude, fuck off, dude. Yes, you are being a pussy.
I'm not
every
afraid of anything.
Right? Like, I'm like, I even told, like, say it with your chest,
Never in my life
dude. Right?
would I feel fear with these jeans.
I already fucking know. It's so funny. So he goes, because again, who's ICE looking for? I'm like, you're pro warrantless raids. If you're colored, just admit it. Why dance around it or denounce it, but you won't because you're a pussy. Like, you just won't. Like, either you say you're for it or against it, but you won't answer my direct question because you want to be a pussy about it and make it sound like, well, I'm not really racist against it, but I'm for it. Like, well, if you're 100% for it, like if you're legitimately 100% for it, you kind of have to be racist at this point. Like, they don't arrest white people. They only arrest brown and black people, and they only check for their IDs. Like, what do you call that? Racial profiling. Like, that's what it is. I don't know what else. I don't know other way to fucking tell you about it. So then, yeah, he goes, you say you answer my questions directly, but you can't tell me where the answer was. So I literally sent him like twice. So like, it was 2 bubbles below your fucking. So he did a fucking screenshot, and it's just like Christian people. That's why I talk shit about him again. I'm like, oh, dude, you cherry pick and fucking whatever. Like, why didn't you show 2 more bubbles below our conversation where where you asked the question? Because if you'd have found the fucking answer that you're looking for. Like, like. Cherry picking. I was like, yeah, cherry picking, just like everything you believe, because I know you're a fucking dumb Christian that cherry picks the Bible and everything. Like, fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, when did you answer? And I literally just copy and pasted like the answer, and then he keeps fucking sending me bubbles. It's like, dude, I fucking here you go. Here's a screenshot. He's like, I don't see a direct answer. Like, here's the direct answer. I just answered for you. Like, this is the 4th time I've answered it, right? Just funny. Ugh. And then I was like, oh, what'd I say? I said, jump around must be your favorite song because you keep just jumping from topic to topic to topic because you're afraid to answer one direct question. What up, brother?
I'm gonna go outside for a bit.
All right.
By 9.
Don't mess around.
I won't.
Don't be messing around. What time is it? 8:30? All right. Give him like an hour. Okay, cool. But yeah. So I told him, yeah, your favorite song must be "Jump Around" because he just wants to keep jumping from top. Like I said, every time I ask you a direct question, he runs from it and tries to go to another fucking something else all the time. What was it? So then I bring up the point. I'm like, you went from You were talking about the White House being changed to why should you care about ICE looking for white people to I can't find white people in the files. So then now I'm going to argue about this topic now. Like you don't see how you just keep literally jumping and jumping. Like you can't answer one direct question. All these things I've asked you, you just keep fucking pussyfooting around it.
People be retarded.
Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Oh yeah."
They be trifling.
It was funny. So I just read most of this. He goes, "Oh yeah," and that was all the crap you wanted to try and make a point about yesterday. But it's funny now. It's my fault. I'm like, what did I try to do? This is where it fucking comes. I'm like, this is where I start being more beat. I'm like, what did I try to do? What fake claim are you making me now? He's like, you tell me. Like, you love to try to shift the burden of proof, don't you? Like you love it, don't you? He's like, not one bit. You just make assumptions, but that's apparent. I'm like, oh. So what did I try to do? Like, I keep asking you for the fucking evidence. Like, can you supply it? That's a great question. You could find out. I'm like, yep, nothing. Just like all your stupid talking points, just fucking empty. He's like spoken like a true narcissist. I'm like, well, prove me wrong. I've been asking you to supply evidence of what I've been trying to do since yesterday, and I didn't bring it up. You did, so you again supply the evidence. I always say, like, you're the one fucking making all the claims. I'm doing this. Then show me. Like I love for you to tell me I'm a fucking retard and prove everything, but you haven't, right? And that's kind of where it ended because he's like finally like, oh blah blah blah. He tried to do the whole, all you do is put false allegations like always and post shit about nothing. You don't even know what you're fighting for. I was like, no, I had to pick up my kids. I was like, no, like I pick up kids. You're shifting up the burden of the proof again, and I stand for rule of law and norms. Pretty simple. Like it's not hard. I do know what I'm standing for. You actually have no fucking clue.
Yes.
Like yeah, I'm the one asking.
You know what you're fighting for. Like, dude, it's projection.
It always is for fucking sure. It's so silly. And
He's
I'll say
like,
that
he's
was my
literally,
conversation for
dude,
2 days.
dude, what he's doing is literally like, it's almost like a fucking nervous system, like energy discharge, and he's just adding words to it that like look like it's not his reflection but yours.
Again, it's one of those like, if you want to argue my points, cool, do it. But like, you're just gonna tell me that I don't do this.
What
or
the
this,
fuck?
or just argue like, what do you mean by we? When it's like, dude, this was your word. You're the first one to say this word, not me. Like, how dare you fucking like? I tell him like, why are you trying to put words in my mouth? What the fuck do you think? Who do you think I mean? And then I got this dumb. Mitch, you weren't here at the time, but this one guy. I always think it's funny when people who are stupid actually have no clue about things. Like,
Yeah.
I think they're smart. Like, so like I posted something about like the KKK, whatever the fuck. And the guy's like, Democrats started the KKK. Like,
That's always a
I just want to be like, really? Tell me more. No, like I just think it's funny. Like, I was telling Brandon, like, this is like level 1. You learn this shit, like, fucking when you
Yeah,
first start
dude.
learning these things. Like, yes, of course I fucking know. You think I'm stupid, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We're just
Again,
getting people past an
then again,
education
it's one of
fucking
these-
finish
He
line.
shows me a map of 18. So like,
Impossible.
he shows me a map of 1860 with the election. He goes, I don't know. You tell me straight from the history books. Confederates were Democrats. Try again. I said, sure. Who flies Confederate flags today? Republicans or Democrats? And again,
Yeah.
he goes to, in 1860, it was the Dems. Like, I'm like, that's why I said today. Like,
Yeah,
like-
today, dumbass.
that's why.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
What
What
do
are
you
you
do in
doing?
World of Warcraft even?
Oh my god, dude!
I don't know. I want to check out housing. That's why I bought a month subscription is to check out the housing.
For a while.
What server are you on?
Oh, Emerald Dream.
Oh, okay. I'm a Proudmoore.
You're a proud whore?
Proud whore. I'm fucking stoned as shit.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Slows me down.
Mhm.
Keeps me on a steady.
You want 10? No, I don't want 10.
Don't want 10 into the night. What are you guys doing?
What am I doing?
Why are you singing, Mitch?
Oh, why am I?
All I gonna say running through my head. Just kidding.
Hell yeah. Dude, I
Oh.
gotta drink a beer because I want to. All the fixins in my system.
Ugh.
It is weird how we do tend toward novel combinations of symbols. Where the fuck?
And then,
Where's your alcohol?
So another
You want
debate.
alcohol?
Another debate I've been having with this person forever is about the redactions on fucking the Epstein files. She keeps saying like, we have to redact things so people don't find out about victims. But it's like, I use the analogy. I'm like, if there was an email with Clinton, because I use Clinton because she's a Republican. I'm like, if Clinton texts Epstein saying like, thanks for the girl, she gave me an amazing blowjob, right? Let's just say that hypothetically. How are you gonna get How are you gonna get intel on the victim from that statement?
Like, isn't it more important for the fucking shithead that
Did it in the first place? Yeah,
like
that's what I keep telling
redact
him,
the
I'm
fucking victim
like, you're
and
you're
fucking leave the
protecting
fucking
pedophiles.
assaulter? They're stupid. They're stupid. They fucking gas like they twist shit. Like it's because they know that they've had control. Like
Again,
it's
it's
fucking
one of those things.
insane.
Like I agree. Like if a victim were to fucking have something
Oh.
really bad happen or whatever, like yeah, I understand. Like I'm not saying like whatever. But
Nietzsche, they muddy the waters to make them seem deep. That's what they do. That's their control tactic. That's what they've done like our whole fucking lives basically. Like I don't that's like the common fucking tactic of narcissistic people.
Mm-hmm.
Deprive clarity to make you question your judgment. Dude, what Plato said the other night, like the 48 laws of power or whatever, like she's basically right. Like it's just a sick fucking like dude. It's like a tumor to the fucking world.
Yeah.
it is, but it's so silly to think like, because I try to ask the question too, like, okay, with all this Epstein shit, right? All the files come out, all this shit, right? Nobody gets arrested. Is that like a good outcome? Is that the outcome we're looking for? Like, I thought we were trying to get like fucking like accountability. Like, hey, this fucking rich dude fucked a kid. Like, hey, they should probably go to jail, right? Or whatever the fuck. Like, what happened to that whole idea of accountability? Like, I'm so confused. Like,
No such thing.
I'm just saying, like, we know that probably hundreds of people did this, right? Like hundreds of rich people, and not one. And the only person that's gone to jail is a woman. How crazy! I mean, she should have gone to jail too, but like, she should be the only person rotting in jail for these crimes.
No, not by far. Oh, puppy.
Because then I looked up the law. It says DOJ is permitted to withhold certain information, such as personal information of victims and material that would jeopardize an active federal investigation. So my point is, so if there's like an email that wouldn't have like literally no effect on a fucking victim because it's just like person said thank you for it, didn't say their name or nothing like that, right? Like, so person says this, and we don't have no. I'm saying if there's no active federal investigation, that's the only reason why they redact it. So I'm saying there either got to be a lot of people getting arrested, or this is a cover up. It's one of the two. And I'm taking to the point to like I'm leaning towards probably cover up. It's probably not gonna be mass.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like use your brain, people.
Yep.
But again, they're like, it's funny because it wasn't even me that brought it up. It was this guy that I know. He's like, yeah, send out all the redacted information. She's like, you want to see all this shit? You're a sick fuck. It's like, do you think he's really saying he wants to see like the kids themselves? He's saying like the emails that show him like, you know, like I paid for this person or whatever like those kind of shit. It's not about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, man, I don't fucking know. Dude, so it's like all this is like sifting through the fucking bullshit and trying to find the right like Tetris pieces along the way to fucking create a straight line in these people's minds to like get them to like see, you know. It's so stupid. Why is reality this way?
Because reality's full of pimps and hoes. Either you're a hoe or you're a hoe.
This guy's like,
Are you
because Democrats are ruining this country, so I just take after my grandpa's views. I'm like, oh my god, okay. I mean, that's. I appreciate your honesty, I
That's-
suppose, but like,
Like, who's your grandpa? Like, dude, it's so weird, man.
He said like his grandpa fought in World War II, and he's fucking anti all this shit. I'm like, so I just basically go like, you know what? I can give you like some of the protest things have probably gone too far. Like they probably shouldn't be breaking cars. Like again, that just trying to be principled. Like people breaking laws and shit probably shouldn't be doing that. However, they have good reasoning. Warrantless raids and policing with force first instead of words doesn't help. Like the cause. Like you can't keep doing these things and expect people just to be like, that's cool. Like, no, I'm not gonna allow you to just fucking, like I said, you pulled me over for bullshit reasons probably in the first place, but then your first course of action is to fucking draw your gun and tell me to get the fuck out of my car. Like, that's not the policing that we're supposed to have, right? Same as you want to fucking kick dude out of the country, cool, that's fine. Go get a warrant. Go to a judge and verify that you're getting the person you want, and you know, like there's steps to do these things. Don't fucking just jump to the extreme of how to do it and think that people are like, yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Bitch ass Teletubby.
Oh no, there's an Amber Alert. Oh no.
Yeah, let me just jump in my fucking car and rescue little Tiffany.
I mean,
Remember the last one was at like 11 o'clock, or it was late as fuck. It was out your way.
do 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 do.
Everybody's on PvP.
I suppose it's usually the most common thing, right?
You put that down, stupid furry.
What to do in this fucking game?
You're wowing?
Yeah, I don't know what to fucking do for content. I can't get into Mythic Plus groups because I'm like fucking eye level 2. I don't know. What is my eye level? 98. Can't do shit. Says make groups for dungeons I don't even know how to do. I don't even know how to fucking do these dungeons.
I have no clue. I haven't played WoW.
Oh,
The guy that I was talking about, I was telling you about our talk, whatever, he's a fucking WoW player. He loves that shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it's fun, but I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, if you're fucking lost, it sucks.
Yeah. I guess I can level, but I got a lot of tunes actually to level.
How many characters you got in the game from before? You have like
A lot.
a lot. Let's say 5, 7 of them, probably.
Oh no,
Nah,
no, more than
I've
that.
got 2
Oh, really? More than that.
280 what?
characters.
Oh,
Paladin and
280s?
Warrior.
Oh, yeah, I got. I don't have that. Dude, I haven't like stayed max level on all my characters in a while, so. Yeah, I've got 280s, but I mean, I haven't done shit on any of these.
Dude, isn't it crazy that Sir Ian McKellen's gonna be Gandalf again? He's 86 years old. Fucking wild.
Oh shit.
Gandalf and what?
The Hunt for Gollum. It's a new movie they're gonna be making.
What the fuck?
It's basically in between the
What?
fucking Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. So in like the Silmarillion, they do chase down Gollum because they want information on the ring and shit. Him and
That's
Aragorn.
interesting.
That's how they knew, like in the first movie, like that he got captured by the Sauron and shit. That's how they knew, because they watched it happen. But this old fuck, man, he's still alive and kicking and doing fucking super good. I wish I could be 86 and fucking still like 100% sane mind and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's the goal. So yeah, here's a fucking email that is out. It's I guess I can copy and save it, but it says from blank to blank, right? To Jeffrey Epstein, right? And it just says age 10. That's all it says, age 10. So again, it's like,
What the fuck?
so again, you redact who it is to help the victims. What victim is gonna be hurt by this? Like, what information you can get from somebody being aged? Like, she was saying, like, oh, people can look up who was age 10 in 2016 and blah blah blah. It's like, okay, there's a billion people that are like that. How are you gonna fucking find the needle in the haystack? Like, no. You're just saving powerful people. Like, this person who sent this probably is a pedo and should fucking go down. But here we are, not dealing with it. Just a cover up. So stupid. And again, it's just so blatant.
I agree, dude.
Like,
Yeah, everything is blatant,
we just
but people have been
corruption. Like, literally, just watching open corruption. And
lulled to sleep. Yep. I feel like the whole thing that people are trapped in their left brains is fucking real, dude. Like, that's just as easy as it gets. The left hemisphere is like, you know, trapped in certain, crystallized in certain patterns. In a way. And they can't return to like the right hemisphere or reintegrate right hemisphere function or like some combination between the two. It's like hard to explain, but we are stuck in a kind of left hemisphere dominance in relation to symbols and words and
is left.
yeah,
Left is.
but it's
creative,
emotional
right?
as well.
Left is more creative, right? And the right is more like
No, it's
analytical.
logical. No, the right is I mean, we're just left dominant because we process everything through symbols and what symbols express what, right? So it's like a part of like a survival thing rather than serving ourselves or serving like the right hemisphere as far as like a holistic system perceiving thing, kind of like a more big picture gathering lens.
I mean, they're probably all like intertwined, but I thought like one side was more like,
Yeah.
I used to always say like one side's more like English and social studies, where you read stuff and you comprehend and learn that way, versus the other side's more math and analytical. It's like, math and science, 2 + 2 is 4, because like this. It's very like that.
We're stuck in a like very signally atmosphere where symbols sort of
Okay.
determine survival, or
All right. So it says here.
kind of like the logical side
Mm-hmm.
becomes I don't know about more.
Here you go. It
important,
says
but,
the left priority brain is for impulses, anger, literal thought, verbal communication, hyperactivity, and repetition. It says also the left brain is more analytical, logical, and language oriented, and the right is creative, intuitive, and artistic. And the right side is also good at regulation, sadness, big picture thinking, social skills, and likes change. Likes change.
Mhm. There's, I mean, so the whole thing is the nervous system is about safety,
Yep. Sure.
and essentially safety is gated behind your perception of reality. And in order for your perception of reality to expand, you essentially have to prove that X, Y, and Z is going to be okay, or you need some sense of relief from something not being okay, or whatever the fuck, right? So it's like the same shared reality basically impresses onto everybody's mind, right? So like the same present dangers are there for everybody, but everybody sort of like explains it away in one way or another, or it turns into an identity somehow, or whatever, right? But these are all systems that essentially limit us into, certain domains, or like, there are a set of constraints that keep us within a certain range of like, identity, symbol, fucking, I don't know, use or whatever. I don't know. Where, yep. So people become penned into a certain region of thought, essentially, right? And like conception of reality beyond the lowest layers, like, the visual, and then, the surface linguistic, and then the depth to that, and so on and so forth, right? So, yeah, people are just pin them off from language that would actually fucking help them reach a greater clarity and sovereignty, right? And that's what keeps them locked into these ideologies, because these ideologies are about fear and dominance-driven mindsets and narratives within that sort of mode of navigating. To establish safety, a sense of safety. All the people that insist that we are not animals are the ones that behave like animals, because they never see the animal behavior that they're not fucking looking at to fucking transcend, like.
Yeah, I get it, dude. Yeah, like I said,
I think
we're
your
back
metaphysics is fucking everything. I think, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah. I think people, like, the way people relate with memory sucks. Like their facts and this, that, and the other. Like, people don't understand how smart they
hope
can
of
be,
getting
but
it
they're
done.
just
This year, there
like
is
navigating the
bipartisan
field
hope
at
of getting it
weird
done.
fucking angles and curves. Like, that's all it is. It's just structures of the mind and the curvature it fucking produces. I think you can 100% analogize like psychology and like celestial body movement and curvature and shit like that. I think that's why people gravitate toward astrology, because it corresponds to the shit that, sort of like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Oh, like, life isn't that complicated. It's just hard to establish clarity.
Well, again, it's hard to get masses of people to agree on a view, whatever it is. That's the issue.
Out of survival mode into expression, collaborative mindsets, getting out of our fucking shells.
Sure. again, also, it's like think a lot of things. Like even like think about like hitting on women or like sometimes it's just confidence. Like a lot of times these people just don't have confidence. They don't think they can do things that they're actually really capable of doing. So
It's because the
they're late.
stakes are high. That's why.
Well, some of it, but also
If
I
you,
think a lot of it's
you
just
know,
laziness. Like instead of taking the time to actually like put the work in to learn or do something, like they were just rather
and it's really not a big deal. That's the whole thing. Is you're not supposed to
like
be
how about this? Like
feeling like it's.
how many Christians do you actually think have read the Bible? What percentage?
The way, dude, I feel like the right way to look at it is like instead of pulling the bow back all the way, you just fucking pull it back a little bit. You know, the bowstring. You're not
Sure.
like.
Well, I'm saying, like I said, my question would be, how many Christians do you think read the Bible? Like, what percentage? If you had to take a
Oh,
guess.
jeez.
Because there's reading the Bible first of all, and then
Sure.
there's
Yeah, I'm not
interpreting
even
it
yeah,
and
I'm not even
understanding
asking
it.
about that.
Yes.
I understand that. That's not even.
I
I
know.
would want to say maybe 8%.
Put
See, I was
eyeball to
thinking
word.
20.
Yeah,
I'm thinking 20%, maybe. That'd be my guess. 20%. But again,
dude,
so
I hate. Dude,
but you're based your whole. But
ugh.
I'm saying, but you base your whole belief system on this book, and probably only 1 out of 5 people have actually read the book. And again, out of that 1 out of 5, probably only 1 out of 5 of that actually read it, analyzed it, and actually try to like use their thought process and brain instead of just this is the story. Let me just gobble it up. You know, like it's. But I'm saying like yeah, that's most people though. Most people just are lazy. Like you could do it, you just don't. It's hard or it's boring or whatever. And I get it to an extent. I probably could read a lot more too. And I mean, I read more than most people that I know. But I mean, I always feel like there's times I'm like, I probably shouldn't have been lazy. I probably shouldn't have played video games. I probably should have read something or done something else. But
Yeah. Well, then I say fuck it.
sometimes, I mean, sometimes I get pissed at myself about it because it's like I should probably stream more and do things to pump algorithms and do things more often. But I just don't care sometimes. Just lose the will. Just lose the will.
Dude, what
And also,
am I playing?
sometimes it just fucking sucks because, like, again, like I'm arguing with people. Like I said, we're talking to people. It's like you shift the burden of the proof, you move the goalposts, you fucking gish gallop a billion topics. You don't actually answer direct questions. Like it's really frustrating to talk to you, like in good faith. Like it's just really difficult.
Go
for
fuck
me.
yourself.
It's fucking mentally
Yep.
frustrating. And the thing is, because I try to be nice, like in general. Like I'll call people retard or fucking whatever. Like I will, but like I try not to be the first one to throw the stone. Like if somebody comes at me and talks shit, then it's fair game. But like, so I try to meet people at like a human level. Like I said, like I even told my girlfriend yesterday, I'm like, babe, I'm gonna tell you this. If you're gonna piss me off in any way, tell me you support fucking warrantless raids. That shit will piss me the fuck off. Like I will lose my shit because this is the shit I'm arguing with all day about. Like I can't believe we have to argue about warrantless raids. like
That's like the last thing that we have to worry about.
Sure, man. That's like kind of my point, dude. It's like what the fuck. I mean, people defend it. Like, but again, it's always one of those. That's why I always try to use that.
Your society.
Well, not even that. I try to use the German priest guy, where it's like they came for the fucking communists. I wasn't communist. I said nothing. They came for the Jews. I said nothing. Like at the end, they come for you. Like I always tell them, like just because you think that you're white or whatever the fuck it is that you think that they won't affect you, they will come for you if you're not like.
Oh yeah,
a full-throated. But you're even seeing it now with like the politics. If you're a Republican and you're not full MAGA, they excommunicate you. You can't be a part of this. Like,
yeah.
Like we're literally watching it live, just on a microscasm. But now I'm saying now, if they ever have like full like actual all the power, well, they're gonna do it on a mass scale. Like they're gonna, like I said, what was that? The one ICE dude goes, oh, you're a leftist fucking retard. Basically, you're in the database as a fucking terrorist. Like. So anybody who disagrees with Trump and the MAGA movement are about to be domestic terrorists now because, you know, like, and with that logic, and I'm saying when you have people that allow warrantless raids, guess what happens? They're gonna fucking raid your house and fucking abduct people, do what the fuck,
and molest your dogs,
all that kind of dumb shit. No, Christy,
Kick my dog.
No, Christy Nome will shoot it.
You kick my dog. You come into my yard and you kick my dog.
Christy Nome goes, oh, I'm gonna blast your dog. Your dog die. It's just, yeah. That's why it's hard to fucking...
Yep.
It's hard to debate all the time. Like I kind of want to do it sometimes, but sometimes like, man, it's so frustrating. Like,
I am trying, dude. Yeah, like my whole thing is like I'm already always moving in a spiral, so it's like I don't know. Maybe my fucking
I just don't
engagement
have the
style
mental
gets
capacity
better. I don't
to
know.
deal
Well,
with any of that shit right now.
yeah, dude.
I've been
That's why I
ignoring
try.
the news.
So many people are in on the news cycle, dude. I don't know how people can fucking do it. I would be fucking. I'd
yeah,
be
I
gone,
kind of
dude.
go through
I don't
periods.
even
Like I
know,
will
dude.
like I said, like if I look at my Facebook usage, like it'll always be like a random like week or so where fucking like I don't do nothing for like 3-4 days. I'm like, oh, that must have been me. We're like, I just had to get the fuck away because you guys are fucking retarded. Like, there's too much stupid shit. I can't. Just have to get away.
Like I'm getting back to my
Get
my base
away!
Tetris
Get
blocks.
away!
Sticking to that shit, dude.
Go
Right.
away! Get
And
away!
again, it just
Stay away!
it's
Stay
stupid because like I
away!
said, fucking
You're so hopelessly
like
hopeless.
if I ask you a direct question like, hey, can you supply me this? And you just go on all these tangents and all these things that are like
Just lazy,
just
like
just
yeah,
irrelevant.
avoiding.
So like another one, I
Yeah, they're
posted
avoiding the idea
I
that they
posted
might
Trump
be
talking.
stupid.
I posted Trump doing the whole fucking like when he was trying to do a speech about January 6ers and he couldn't say like they're bad people because he's a fucking dick suck, right? You know, and all this shit. And the one dude brings up Obama's fucking like immigration speech from whatever you're trying to like. Hey, bro, can you fucking stay on topic, please? Like, if you're gonna argue with me, like, if you're gonna argue with me, that's cool. But like, can you argue me about like what this post is fucking about? Like, you're arguing about immigration.
Dude,
When this
Wally, you
post is
have
about
like the best voice for this shit. I swear to God.
it's just fucking it's so true though, man. Like I said, you can argue me, that's cool, but like, stay on point, man. At some.
Yeah.
Like if we're bringing,
Fucking
if we're
funny,
talking,
dude.
because like this shit will happen too. They'd be talking about like Russia, Ukraine, or whatever the fuck, and then someone bringing into immigration. Oh, we're supposed to just allow all the Ukrainians here. I'm like, why the fuck are we talking about immigration? We're not even talking about immigration at all. Like, what the fuck, man? Like dumb shit like that. Like it blows my fucking mind. And so,
Something
like,
that feels so
Yeah.
they move to something that they think they'll have a point on because the point
know what's
you
funny?
made doesn't get covered by
Right.
the thing they're about to say.
What up?
All
You know
right,
what's funny? I just thought
yeah.
of this. The Second Amendment was to prevent those warrantless raids,
I already
and
fucking
you
know.
notice.
I did
And
see.
then
I watched. I
all the
did.
people are like, oh yeah, warrantless raids are all the gun-toting ones that actually like
Not even that.
misinterpret that
How about-
entire
how about
fucking
Trump and all
right.
these fucks saying that you can't have a gun at a protest. Where's all the Second Amendment people? Like every single gun-toting motherfucker should be pissed that the guy said, if you go to a protest with a gun, you deserve to get shot. Basically, like what? Like, like I like Second Amendment, but like I'm for red flag laws and stuff. But like in general, I would
Yeah.
never say, oh, you have a gun, therefore you can't go to this open, society. Like you're in a park, you're in a fucking walkway, or like you're protesting, but it's like you're not like taking someone's house over, you're taking someone's car over, or whatever the fuck, like
Yeah.
like just the idea of that, and nobody lost their shit, or not enough. Some people kind of talk shit, but like they didn't go for like it's all about they treat him like a child. They give him like a little slap on the wrist, like no, dude, like you should bring the hammer down. Like this is bullshit. You should not be fucking saying gun people deserve to die because of that, just because of the gun. They didn't do nothing illegal with it, just the presence
Yeah.
of it. Oh.
Because he's afraid of them.
Everyone is, like I said, because that goes back to that you get excommunicated. If you go against them, you're kicked out of the party.
Okay, so it's like
your political career is over.
yeah, so we're always moving on a narrative. Like so this point about guns, like I don't know how many times it's come up, like who knows how many times in the past. Like
Forever.
if somebody has a gun, they shouldn't die. Okay, right, that applies to like things like the fucking like kid that got murdered, at a
All the school
playground
shootings?
with a fucking
Everybody.
squirt gun and shit. Oh yeah, all of it. Yeah.
No, I know you're talking about where the cop thought he had a gun and it was a squirt gun and they fucking shot him.
Yep.
I know what you're talking about,
Dude. Fucking garbage.
And again, I'm guessing I can't 100% remember the story, but if I were to take an educated guess, I'm guessing that kid was black. It doesn't. That adds the credence of
yeah, he was.
If
yep.
he was white, I bet they would have been like, oh, I'm guessing it was like it's just the thought process changes. Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
And again, I always try to preface, like, I'm not saying like all cops are racist or whatever the fuck it is, but like the system has became kind of racist.
There's usually a correlation.
Well, again,
Yeah,
the
the whole
sys-
system, obviously.
Well, yeah, because I'm saying, like, again, you go for poor people.
It was
people
built by
tend
the
to-
white man.
Well, black people tend to be poor. Some of it's their choice. I'm not saying it isn't, but again, a lot of it's systematic. Again, you're born poor.
Mhm.
Good luck getting out of being poor. You know, like, so like some of it's not their fault. Some of it is. I'm not, you know, like, but again, there's good conversations to have on this, and there's nuance where there's a lot of give and take. Like, you could really have these conversations, but people don't. They go, "Oh, you're," like I said, my buddy, he heard me talking about white people fucking not being arrested. And he goes, "Oh, we should change the White House to not white no more, right? Because fucking white people are like, what? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you really think that's what the fuck I'm saying? Like, are you? Oh my
That's
god!
so funny.
Like,
Like, what is that turn of logic? I don't understand. People live in like the weirdest fucking world.
It's just wild. And again, it goes back to what we
Dude.
were talking about. Like, if I'm trying to tell you a story and you live at the top of Mount Everest and I live at the bottom, good luck fucking hearing my message. That's it. That's the world we live
Trying
in.
to
We live
understand,
so
man.
far apart. We're not even close to the same realities. I mean, think about it. Like, I always joke, but it's true. Every fucking flat earther is a Trump supporter. Isn't that fucking weird / bad? Wouldn't you be kind of upset if you knew that every person that supports flat Earth is on your side? Wouldn't that just make you a little skeptical of your side, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like these are the dumbest of the dumb, and you want them all this. That's what it's like. I was saying, the guy. Can you tell me who flies the Confederate flag and the Nazi flag today? Is it left wing people or is it right wing people? How many Nazi flags have you seen in these protests or Confederate flags? Have we seen a one?
None.
You know, like, well, if we have, it's from the protest people.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm just saying, like, no, dude, like, you keep bringing up fucking 1800, like, dude, we live in today's world. That's like when people fucking try to bring up, like, Clinton and shit. I'm like, dude, you know, I was, like, 7. I don't give a fuck about Clinton's, like, policy. Like, in a way I do, but, like, in general, like, no, I started caring about today's world because that's the world I live in. I don't live in the fucking 90s or
I don't
whatever,
understand
you know,
why anybody like who in their fucking right, dude. It's like people are stuck in the past, man. Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck is this? Nobody cares about that.
Well, yeah,
Fucking burn them. I don't care.
I don't. That's what I'm
Like,
saying. But I do like.
Yeah, they're politicians. Who gives a
Sure,
fuck?
but I will give the Clintons credit where they were like they want to do the closed door meeting about the Epstein file shit, and they're like, no, bitches, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it in public with all the cameras. I want everyone to know what the fuck you're saying, what you're asking me, what you know, all this shit. Like, I want it to be in public. I don't want it to be fucking private. And that's the other thing. This whole Epstein thing, isn't it weird that the Republican people are always pushing for all this shit to be private instead of open?
Mhm.
Same as the Jack Smith testimonies. They finally had to let it be public, but like they try to get them to do it privately. Like, let's have a private conversation about this. Like, no, this is a big issue and a big topic. Let's talk about this in public. Let the whole world see what's actually happening, not just fucking. Again, it's one of those MAGA people keep preaching transparency, but it's like, isn't it weird that the left is trying to have everything be open in public, and you guys are the ones trying to keep things hidden? Like,
Yeah.
and again, these are, like, I always say, these are the conspiracy-minded people, right? Like, you don't see a fucking correlation or a fucked up thing here, right? Like, your conspiracy mind doesn't go, that's fucked up. It's weird. I don't know. Blows my mind.
dude, fucking Fury Warrior. Oh yeah, I was gonna go check out the fucking housing shit.
Oh, do you have midnight?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Shield Slam. Why would I have that at my bar? Who is that?
New Discord.
Who that?
members.
Oh,
Hello.
shit. Hello.
It's a Mel.
Hello.
How you
Sorry for
How
my
you doing?
delay.
Oh, you're all
I was
good.
watching my
Yeah,
I was
you're
watching my UFC again.
Oh, cool.
UFC.
Oh, speaking of UFC, hey, no, it's funny. One of my friends showed me this. It's armored MMA.
What do you mean, armored?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It is knights in the octagon.
Oh, really?
Like they choose their weapon like long swords, halberds, shield,
Crazy.
and they're wearing actual like armor, like legit plate armor. It's
I want
fucking
to do that,
awesome.
dude.
That is
Hell
awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
just look it up on YouTube. I'm just like, thank you for showing me this.
There's also
He's like, no problem.
there's also a fucking like 10-on-10 UFC like tournament thing they do. I can't remember what it's called. But if you were to look at like 10-on-10 fucking there's like each nation, like there was like a Russian nation where like they fight, there's like a big ass cage basically kind of thing, and fucking you go with like 8-10 people on your side, 8-10, and you fucking fight till you make them submit. Then it's like the whole point is once one person submits and it's fucking the other team has an advantage, and it's just one by one they just whoop ass. I did watch one dude. This one dude was like 3-on-1, and he took out like 2 of them. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he might fucking win. And like,
Well, I'm watching because they have the brand new Apex Arena, and it's on the UFC campus here. And it's pretty amazing because like they can seat up to 10,000, and the campus for UFC's it's not that big here.
what's the building?
Apex Arena, and it's on the UFC campus. It's 6550 El Camino Drive here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're on our highway 215, you can look to the right. You can see the UFC campus. I didn't think it was that big to have an arena, but apparently it's new and it is pretty spectacular.
It's for football?
UFC.
Oh, UFC?
Yep.
Foosball for the devil, though. Oh, well, are you working tomorrow?
Yeah, I am. Okay.
Oh, have fun.
Why? What's tomorrow?
Super Bowl.
Oh, I mean, I work before, technically. Like,
Yeah.
I get out at 5. And
I would say you work in Super Bowl.
Yeah, I usually do, but now I'm a day lifer, so I leave at 3. Or I leave at 5, so right when the game starts, I'm about to leave.
Oh, at least that's good.
Sure.
God, halftime's going to suck because that's when everybody orders their food is at halftime.
Today was a shit show. I fucking, right when I opened, like 10, 12 people. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, usually I get high with my homies and smoke a blunt when I open. What the hell?
Yeah. Gotta work tomorrow, but I work at like a truck stop diner, though, so there's no TVs and it's all like usually just old people.
Well, yeah, you guys fucking.
So it's like, yay.
Are you guys open 24/7?
No.
Okay. So I was wondering, a lot of truck drivers places are 24 because people just pull over anytime, because you're fucking truck drivers.
Do you have showers and facilities for them?
No, across the street. This is a very minor one. It's a Subway and basically a parking lot just to sleep and a convenient gas station and the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
Your
been
gas
to plenty of
station.
them where they have the showers and shit right in the gas
Yeah, it's
station.
mainly breakfast shit.
Okay. I love Breakfast. I'm supposed to go tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
9-ish.
It's toast.
I love
You're
breakfast.
toast.
I love fucking breakfast. I prefer English muffin for my toast.
I like the sourdough.
Yeah, my girlfriend makes it now from scratch.
They're both good.
She's been making sourdough
Nice.
for like the last month. She gets into her like things like when she starts cooking, like she'll make like learned how to make cheesecake, and for like a year straight we ate cheesecake like once a week, and now it's bread. I was saying she makes like 2 loaves of bread a day, and it's like, and she's at the point she's like, I have to start giving this away. I'm like, and that's what I keep trying to tell you. Like, this is what's gonna happen if you keep adding. We can't eat this much. Like, because like because I always have like one, because she'll make like like one time was like a chocolate cranberry bread. One was a Parmesan Asiago bread. Like she's been.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. Like she made it like originally like by itself, like practice, and now that she knows how to do it, she's like, I bet I could add this to it. Yeah, I'm like, and I'll take a bite. Like, it's fucking delicious, but I can't eat no more bread. Like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm breaded out. So I'm trying to be supportive.
So much
and
gluten.
eat it, but fuck.
Yeah.
So much fucking gluten.
I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, did she make it at home to avoid all that stuff?
Yeah, she makes it all from scratch and shit. And
Yeah.
that's also
Yeah.
why she's big into making sourdough, because sourdough has less of that shit compared to the other breads.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah, for sure.
so weird because like that gluten, it doesn't leave our bodies easily. So that's what's like really compromising people's health over the long time.
Yeah, because the Paleolithic diet hasn't really changed much since the dawn of man, really. I mean, we still got gallbladders, and we don't really need those anymore since our diet doesn't really consist of berries and nuts anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of things. I said we're slowly losing our pinky toe. There's a bunch of little things that's happening. You know,
Oh,
because
Everything is
yeah.
slowly becoming crab.
yeah, I'm just saying. Like, so you're right. Like again, which is funny because again, I always tell people this is more evidence of evolution, right? When people are like evolution's not real, like, dude, we literally are watching it live. It's happening to us currently.
Yeah.
Like, just because you're not going to see the outcomes because you're going to be dead, it's going to be like maybe like 8 generations from now, or the fuck, you know. But we know these things are happening. Like, ugh.
Yeah. The one that really is profound is we used to have 2 sets of wisdom teeth.
Yep.
You know, because we had to really chew meat. You know, use our jaws.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we didn't have knives. We didn't have knives for the longest time. You know,
Not even that. We didn't even cook our
so
food.
yeah.
You know how long? You know, we used to chew our food. I think it was like 13 to 14 hours a day. Like when we were like
Yeah.
primitive as fuck. Like, cause before fires, you just eat fucking raw meat. You know, like I said, think about how long. You know, like, and like I was watching a documentary. Basically, they're saying that like the cooking and fires was so important because it basically cut down our eating time by like 10 hours. And what did people do in that 10 hours that they had freedom? Either A, they'd be more productive, or B, they were having conversations and actually spreading ideas and actually getting educated instead of fucking just staying primitive ass man. You know, like these things are very
Yeah.
important, you know, like.
But eating is good.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Well, the other thing too, like it's not uncommon now for kids to not have any wisdom teeth that will ever come in. Like they just don't have them. But
Really?
the thing that's really scary, yeah, our chin and our jaw are shrinking, and people are having sleep apnea because we're not respirating well because you don't have that same space anymore.
Is it because people are getting
Yep.
is it because more
Remember
people
that.
are getting braces? Is that maybe a link to it?
So yeah, it starts with Preston Weston Price. So he's a dentist, right? It starts with him, but then like Wim Hof gets into it because none of us breathe well anymore.
Okay.
You know, like we're kind of losing our way as far as like being able to breathe because everything's shrinking without these teeth and these jaws that are strong. Yeah, it's just we're de-evolving a little bit that way.
In some ways, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's where we were talking about with Brandon and all them. Like in a lot of ways, like we made so much, even on society, like we made so much progress, but it just tends to be like right now we're kind of going backwards in some ways, like as Americans.
Oh
as
yeah, it's a
people in
collapse of
general.
civilization. Yeah,
It's so.
it's the refuting of science. A lot of it's refuting of science.
I completely agree with that. That's what I get pissed about more than anything.
Yeah, it's like I will never refute science because it's like I'll always think about that because obviously while you know this saying only cis deal in absolutes,
Sure.
well only religion deals in absolutes because science is always changing and challenging.
True, but the thing is, they use that as a fucking negative for science. Like, oh, you guys didn't even know. You guys thought this back in the day. It's like, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like it's like we were just talking about the Democrats
New
being KKK members. Like, yeah, we know that happened, correct? But guess what happened? We changed. You know, the parties changed. Evolution or science in general got better. We have better. It's the whole fucking argument about
especially astronomy.
Well, no, that too. But I'm saying like, the whole idea of there being so much more autism now, you know, because all the pills or whatever the fuck, right? Is it not because we do more testing on it and we know more about autism that maybe that's why there's
Okay,
more cases?
grandpa, go play with your trains.
Just saying,
I love that meme.
Instead of fearing the science and thinking the science did it, is it more plausible that maybe you study for it more? You know, if you study for things more, guess what? You're probably going to.
Well, plus also the chemicals too probably didn't help, like all the pollution and shit.
Sure, I mean, there's probably a lot of variables.
Fucking old people.
Well, the main argument is the mercury, but again, we got rid of it. And what's it called? I watched this argument. These science people talk about it. The guy's like, all right, so we made mercury, and it was called thiamine. I think it's technically the drug, but we made this illegal in like 2006.
Oh yeah, thiamine.
Yeah, he's like, we made this illegal in 2006 because we thought it was a problem. What happened to autism rates? They kept going up. So is this the cause of the autism, or is it fucking just whatever, like use your brain, right? We took the thing out that you said it was. It doesn't seem to be the cause of it. So can we move to the next thing, which is, like I said, just more likely it's just we probably always had this many people with autistic tendencies. It just they didn't call it that. They didn't
It's
know
just
what
more
it was.
noticeable now. We're
Well, it's like we don't even know what the trait actually is, like technically,
it's too
right?
open,
It's
yeah,
like
it's too broad. I agree.
it's like a field, or like a family of fucking traits, basically. I don't know.
Sure.
It,
But again, I think
it's like
it's just so broad. That's the issue with like autism. Like again, if you
yeah,
are socially awkward, you're autistic. If you like have like kind of like Down
right.
syndrome stuff, you're autistic. If you have fucking I'm stupid with everything, but I know how to fucking play a piano like Mozart, that's autistic. Like
Yeah.
all these things are autistic.
Well, it's like
like
you have to have like an
counting
evolutionary
cars.
psychology root, right? Like it's like it's there for something, like
sure.
Something displaced it, or like it's for the tribe somehow that maybe the tribe is supposed to figure it out or whatever. But it's something like that. It's
Sure.
something.
Well, I mean, what is it?
To get the fucking organism over the hump.
Isn't it like 1 out of 3 adults have mental health issues? Like, if we know this is a stat, why do we think the stat just happened like in the last decade?
No, well, I know I'm in the lucky gender and timing where like almost half of all women 45 and up were on medication, right?
In the 70s?
And you know what I think?
Or like
no. Starting at age like midlife, half of all women are medicated or more.
Oh, okay.
That's wild.
But I think
holy
fuck. Do you know what I think's going on? Is I don't think they account for perimenopause and menopause because we get crazy anxiety.
Sure.
It really hits us because guess what? Our hormones are changing at the rate, that they were back when we were 17.
Yeah.
And that happens, but then also, your hormones implicate your mood, right? So that mood, you almost feel like you have a mood disorder the entire, like 5 to 7 years. And if you're peri, you start to be in peri like mid 30s. Your body's starting to, segue that way. So like you're talking like 10 to 15 years, you're just not yourself.
Dude, you probably change every 5 years. You probably are a new person every 5 years. Like, because you just...
I would say even more often because your stomach lining. What, you get a new stomach lining every 7 days?
Okay, like that. I'm talking about just like personality-wise. Oh yeah. I mean, what is it like? Every
Well, no, but hear me out. Hear me out, because your stomach is so direct to your mind. Mm-hmm. If that's changed every 7 days, like there's a lot of opportunity to be different. Sure. Like I know if I get antibiotics, I know I'm gonna have anxiety because my gut biome gets changed. And if I don't eat my probiotics, like I'm not good anxious wise. Like I know this about myself.
Mm-hmm. I would equate it
to like people, it's pretty profound.
Honestly, I'm
track like, the fucking pattern, yeah.
Well, like people that take drugs, like my brother back in the day, he fucking anytime we take mushrooms, he would get so much anxiety, like it'd take him like 2 hours to eat them because he'd have to like talk himself into it. Even though he's like, I want to have a good time and like I like it, but he's like, I know eating it's gonna make this feel different and this. He's like, I just hate the change, like, and he just couldn't get over it. Like,
he knows the trip.
But I'm saying, but he would psych himself out. Like I'm saying, there'd be times we do stuff and like he wouldn't know, and he was totally fine because like he had no fucking clue. Like just his anxiety of thinking about it fucked him up more than anything else.
Yeah, reverse placebo.
Basically, but, like once he did, he was fine. Like once he was there, he's like, "Oh, this is awesome. I love her." Like, but like I said, the first hour or so, he's like, "Fucking, I know I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this." Blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, it's okay. You'll get over it, dude. Like, it'll be gone in a half hour. And he's like, "I know, but I hate it."
I've always thought about like ayahuasca.
Yeah, I would love to do
like just to have that experience.
I would love
but like I mean like I battle my anxiety so bad at night. Like my dreams, like thank God I don't remember most of them because they're all bullshit anxiety dreams. I'm like, God, like why do I suffer? But I'm glad I only suffer when I'm sleeping.
Yep.
And like if I had ayahuasca, like what kind of like demons are gonna emerge. That's gonna make me realize like how much more work I have to do with it.
I will tell you this. I always say it's a joke kind of, but it's serious. Every time I'm done, every time I'm done tripping, and I'm finally done, at the end of the trip, I know if I'm living a good life or a bad life, or I got to change something, because I've had those, like, I fight those thoughts in my head, like, because you get time alone, and you start just thinking, like, fuck, man, I'm really fucked up here, man. I should have done this, this, this. Or sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm fucking glad I did these things, and now my life, yeah, I feel like life's going really fucking good. It's going smooth, or whatever the fuck I feel, like. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, but you have to fight those.
Yeah,
demons.
I mean,
But you
that's
have to. But you also have to embrace it too. Instead of fighting it and thinking that it's all gonna be negative,
yeah,
which it is negative. Some I get that, but it kind of goes back to like people shouldn't be afraid of shame. Shame sucks, and nobody wants to feel it. But like that's how you grow. Like that's how you become a better person,
yeah.
a better you, whatever the fuck, like.
Well, and my thing is like I'm fighting it in my sleep because these dreams are bullshit dreams.
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's all
Yeah,
anxiety.
dude.
So
I
it's
get
like,
you. I don't ever
yeah,
remember
I
my
don't.
dreams. When I do, they're always nightmares. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
here.
you know.
And I'm just in a bad mood for the rest of the day too.
Well, then, if I randomly do
yeah.
remember my dreams, which, like I said, I don't remember my dreams much, but if I do, I literally sit there for like an hour after I wake up and go, "What the fuck? Like, why am I?" Because I try to actually, because obviously I know that dreams are like your subconscious. I'm like, why am I
There's some
subconsciously
yeah.
thinking that I'm in the Hunger Games and I'm about to die? And like I'm always running for my life. It's always one of those like I'll hide behind a tree and I'll see the people run past me like a mile and I'm like, oh, I'll go the other way. And somehow they always catch back up. They're about to fucking hunt me down again. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how is this shit happening all the time? And then I'm like, what am I?
I feel like that
And
shit
it's like,
happens
what
to
am
me
I
all the
fearing?
time.
Because again, it comes back to like, what am I afraid of? Like, sometimes it might be like not speaking up for myself because whatever, or it could be this, like I said, when I have those random dreams, I do try to analyze
Mhm.
what the fuck, because like I said, there has to be
Yeah.
a reason. Like my brain is thinking this,
Yeah.
I'm sleeping for 8 hours. Why? This has to be important, I would assume.
Yeah. And you know what? To be fair, I've had recurring dreams of snakes like all throughout my 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to a Native American like spiritual healer, and he's like, "That's the best dream ever to have." I'm like, "Well, like I
Not
don't
for
feel
me.
that way."
Right? Not for me.
He's like, "That's like that's deep archetypal. Snakes have been here forever."
Yep.
He's like, "They actually represent wisdom." He's like, "You're on a good path. I know it freaks you out, but he's like, you're on a really good path."
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm more of a believer that you gotta. The symbols are just symbols. They're all things that you deal with in real life. Like the snake represents something in your life. You just gotta figure out what the actual what it is. Is it my temptations? Is it my fucking fears? Is it my anxiety? Is it my whatever?
Yeah.
Like
Well, I mean, like biblically, like we know that it's knowledge.
snake.
So that's why I think
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
he could say like
And-
the snake is wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I always jokingly tell people, and it's true though. Like when you read Genesis, God's the one that lied the whole story. Like the serpent told the truth. He said, "You will not die if you
Mhm.
eat from this tree, and you'll get the knowledge of good and evil." What happened? They didn't die, and they got the knowledge of good and evil. So like, I always think it's funny when people like talk shit about like you get mad at the person that told you the truth. Like that's so weird.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, most people do get mad when they're told the truth.
Correct. Like I said, we were talking about earlier. Yeah, this is exactly what happens. Because the thing is, people would rather have a comfortable
So
life.
God got pissed because he was told a comfortable lie than the honest truth.
It made me
Like
think
the
about
Bible means just obey and you'll fucking survive, dude. Literally.
Well, that's the whole Doubting Thomas
Yeah.
story, in the sense of like, don't trust.
It's like a gaslighting guy, like a guide, how to gaslight or whatever
Sure.
the people or whatever. You know what the
Like
fuck I mean? Like,
Sure,
I don't
but
know.
like I was telling you, Brandon, earlier, like, dude, if you were a magician back then, dude, you could be a god, and you could trick everybody into thinking you're God. Therefore, once you start telling people like this is the way it should be, and this is this, because I'm smart. Look what I can do. You can't do that, can you? And then you trick people, and then it just keeps going.
Look what I can do.
There's tons of cool religious ideas, but like the
Sure.
whole, like,
dude, yes,
don't question me. Like,
yes, that's the
the jealous God. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, like I said,
Can you imagine like what? Oh, go ahead.
Very good.
Honk.
I like things like Gnosticism or whatever the fuck.
Sure.
Gnosticism. That's cool. Like just little bits and pieces that you can see. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I see what you're going for. You know.
It's just like I tell you guys all the time with the philosophy. Like, if you say like you're 100% Nietzsche or 100% Hume or whoever the fuck, you're wrong. None of these things are right by themselves. You can take bits and parts
Yep.
of all these things and make a more better version of what it could be. But you're never going to be 100% right if you believe in something 100%. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we were talking last time about like try to tell like a better representation of like Columbus, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was what would we say? He was actually like he was commissioned by the royalty, but also he was a mercenary. But no, like yeah, like because I think about like Freud. Freud. If we didn't have Freud, we wouldn't have defense mechanisms explained.
Yeah.
Well,
But people
we'd be-
love to
we'd be-
bash him anymore.
Well, because he's old, and so like again it goes back to like it's what you got to respect people's
It's
ideas.
the Oedipus
So, like,
complex.
well, at the time, in the early 1900s, he had only this much technology, this much information. He's literally creating it. So yeah, he did a lot of great things, but he wasn't perfect. Like obviously he was flawed in his thinking with a lot of things, and we got better, but he's still the founder of it. So like
he was pointing towards
Yes.
something with the Oedipus complex of like the profound connection between parent and child, right? Like yep. It's like a curvature thing almost. Like, yeah, it's like a molding from the outside and you don't even know what's happening until you reach a certain point, right? Where you like meet different people, and then you're like, oh, it's like the child is like the mother until a certain point, right?
Sure.
Is what it seems like.
He loves threes. Id, ego, and super ego.
Well, I mean,
Like all of us. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, you have to move from that like that primal perspective pre introduction to the further like tribal unit and stuff, right? So yeah, we're playing out the same thing that happened in different, sign landscapes, right? Like, we go through the same stuff that humans went through fucking, I don't know, like 100,000 years ago, the way that we were introduced to a family unit, a tribe, and a society at large. And then we've just built on that, and that's like software over our hardware.
Sure. I mean, but that's kind of the idea. Think about it. So, like, every generation, if you think about it, like, there's a puzzle. Let's say this one generation of people, they got two pieces of puzzle, and the puzzle, that's the perfect puzzle, and then they die, and then their kids get, like, 3 more pieces, and then the next generation gets 2 more. Like, that's the idea. Like, you're never going to be perfect, but, if we all chip in 2 little pieces of further betterment, then hopefully the whole society as a whole ends up being better.
That is where I love the like trans historical perspective, just like that we are like a cultural and genetic lineage, like nomadic creature, like a what's that verbal history sort of thing, right? Like oral history.
Yeah. Oral tradition.
Yes, yeah, and like I had a thought the other day that language or speech is almost like instinct transmitted in a way, right? Because it's like the way people say things, it's like, and like when Mel, you said like that one guy said authenticity isn't real. Like I know exactly what that means because it's like authenticity is actually like a centeredness. Like it's like a neutrality.
It's a feeling. Yeah, it's a feeling almost.
Yeah, it's like an alignment kind of.
Yeah. When you're vibing, like we were bringing up. Patrick brought up Ikigai. The Japanese philosophy that if you can find like purpose, calling, what you're actually good at, how it helps society, and you feel good, like that's authenticity to me. And when you get enough of those categories, you're fucking on fire. And like
Oh,
not a
yeah.
lot of us get to elevate, unfortunately. And that's why we have so much issues, because we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. But I also don't know how to give access to people to be able to do what we're all meant to be doing either.
There's a lot of blocks in the way, right? Because a lot of
Yeah.
people's ideas of life is almost an idea, right?
Sure.
Because people
Oh yeah. Yeah, if
grow
you're
up
around
watching
shitty
their
people,
yeah.
yeah, and shitty ideas, and you never elevate above that, and you just kind of take it as the doctrine, yeah, like you're fucked.
Yep.
Again, that goes back to what I was
Yep.
saying. Like every 5 years, you're probably a new person. Like if you have the same thought process and beliefs and feelings
Mhm.
about everything that you did 5 years ago, you probably failed in life. Like, because you should be improving. You should be learning better. Even if you still believe it, you should have like a better reasoning or like a better knowledge base of why you believe it. You know, like there's things to improve on. You know, like people just want to stay
Absolutely.
stagnant all the time for no reason.
Yeah, and it's like what like and within our own nature, you know, like really smart people could be perceived as being lazy, but really they're just really fucking efficient. Where like me, I can fall into this. Even though I'm very perfectionistic, I know I can wait to the very last minute and I can still pull it off. Like I've
Yep.
never been burned by it. So in a way, I bet other people look at me like, oh, she's fucking lazy. No, I fucking know I deliver and I've never been burned. And I wait to the very last second. I don't like that quality.
Yeah, I like that.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
like this quality at all in myself, but guess what? I fucking seize the day. Like
Well, you
I
also you
get
gotta
to
also
do.
understand it too. You gotta know, like you gotta know yourself. If you know you're gonna be a fucking wait till the very end, like don't stress
Mhm.
about it too much. Like just understand that's who you are. You should know that you'll get it done. Like it sucks. Like in the heat of the, I think of it like if when you're bartending,
maybe
like
you
when
use
you
the
get that
stress.
super rush, you know that you're gonna get through it. Like it sucks in the moment, like you know the waves of people and the waves of drinks and shit. But guess what? At the end, you're like, oh, I did it, and that's what always ends up
Yeah.
happening, right? Like, and you should know that about yourself too.
Mhm. It's my level of drinking.
Yeah. I get what
Like
you're saying.
you know what I mean? It's my vice. It literally is this high where it's like, holy fuck, I got a fucking deadline. I know I can do it. I'm gonna wait to the very last second and I'm gonna pull it off and I'm gonna get this euphoria and it's gonna work out. I haven't been burned ever yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I hate this
Like
attribute
riding
I
the
have,
edge or something.
you know. Yeah, I really envy people that are very good at like doing things ahead of time. I really like I want to be like that someday.
Unless it's for like vacation, that's the only thing I do. Like I plan like where we're gonna go, kind of thing. You know, because again, for me, it's like
Yeah, otherwise
I'm
I
not.
just go with the flow
Well, my
because
thing is like I don't know if I'm ever gonna come back to this country or this part of the world or where the fuck. So it's like I only have like 15 hours here. I want to make sure I can utilize all of it. I don't want any of it going to waste. Like,
Yeah.
but like in general, yeah, I'm pretty much procrastinator. Like, people always like if like tomorrow we're supposed to go meet to eat. Like it's 9 o'clock supposed to be the time. I'll be there at like 9:05. Like.
Yeah.
Like I'm always show up.
Yeah.
I'll just be right at the edge of time, edge of what you think, but I'll be there. I promise. I'll get there and do what I gotta
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, but like going back to the conversation that was like you have your nature that you have to overcome in your pursuit of how you show up best in the world, and like that's just a little glimpse of like from the outside I probably look like a fucking slacker, you know. Yeah, and it's how do you get into that icky guy and like when you show up at the work site. Now obviously like I've supervised people before, I've been a manager, and I'm just totally different. Like I can't be that, so like when I know others depend on me, I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you set the southern example.
Is
Yep.
it because
Yeah.
you get like anxiety of being?
No, it's just not. It's not fair to their process, because if I'm asking my group and we're going to wait to the very last second, I can't always rely that they can perform under that level of anxiety that I do. It's not fair to them.
Yep. The world is strange, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we'll get there. It just takes everybody fucking caring, dude. Like sorting it out. Like our brains
Yeah,
are
apathy
fucking working on
kills.
this as like more than we even fucking know. I feel like, like
Yeah.
like maybe the snake is you trying to fucking sneak ideas into people's minds. I don't know, dude.
It could be a lot of things. That's the thing. That's what I'm
uh,
saying. You have to get to the root cause of what it like. All the shit you see in your dreams is all symbolic. You just gotta try to figure out what what it represents for real. Like,
Mhm.
it might
like
take you a few
we're looking
tries.
for paths, dude. That's what we're doing. We're slithering along, man. Like we're all circling the same shit. Just it's the signs, the words, the fucking whatever you want to call it, the symbols, the
Mhm.
direction we come from,
Word
our
the word.
experiences. Yep. Like we're just what does certain things mean? Like people are actually afraid, but they act like they signal that they're not afraid. Like that's a lot of what we see
Posers.
in our world. People like fucking Epstein class doesn't want to get fucking, like the guillotine. So they're the way they are. I don't know. So they fucking, I don't know. I don't know how deep it is. You know what I mean? But
Mhm. I often
Plato
ask, like,
got me thinking.
why this time? Like, why this era? That's a pretty thing,
What do you mean? Why
pretty
this
heavy
I
era?
thing.
think
I
this
kind of,
era. I don't
yeah,
know,
because I've
dude.
done,
Like,
yeah, I've done some like past life regressions. I don't know if you guys get into that woo woo stuff, but it's kind of fun. But yeah, like I think in a former life I've been a violinist. Now, like, what do I
I
do with that?
I'm trying to figure this shit out because
I would.
there's some kind of resonance thing, right? Like whatever the fuck it is. Like I don't experience past lives, but I mean I think that there's something fucking weird going on
Mm-hmm.
underneath. Like because I think I kind of think like this is all about a left right brain hemisphere synchronization across all of us, right? So I think
Mm-hmm.
some sort of neutral point is going to be reached, and I don't know what that really means. Like if there's no like reduced pressure like across the entire field kind of thing, right? Like because all of our anxieties are linked back to the system, or linked
Mm-hmm.
through the way that we communicate with each other and the way that we parse each other and so on and so forth. So it's like if we can breach
Yeah.
that,
Well,
this like okay, common human,
well,
that's what that is.
you know what I
Okay,
think too. I think like Jung kind of helps me with this a bit because Jung basically says mental health or like a mental disorder is basically we're not confronting the issues directly, right? And you kind of
yeah,
do the side dance, and that's why we suffer. And so,
right.
like,
Yeah, that's
if you
true.
think we're never hitting the nail on the head, like you could see how this is going to stagnate.
Weird. Okay,
Whatever.
so we're seeing
Yeah.
things in terms of like survival, I think, when it's not actually survival, right? So it's like we have to
Hmm.
bring yeah, that's what
Yeah. Sure.
but I mean, yeah, so if there's some like, I don't know, man, like I keep thinking about this fucking shit, man. Like I always run into this feeling that like there's more to the universe than I think, and I don't, or than we think, and it's like I don't want it to be wishful thinking. Like
Hmm.
I don't know, it's hard to
Yeah.
really judge.
Like, what if our ultimate resonance is love, and then like how much do we struggle
Yeah,
for love? You know?
yeah, but it's like I guess the world, like a lot of the world, has not had stable love, and I think that
Hmm.
is what drives much of our conflict.
I don't think the world's at any like
And
on a mass scale. No.
yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, like we're
like
not even like serving the punch right. You know?
yeah,
Like
I
we're
think yeah,
yeah, we're at the punch bowl. We all got a cup, but guess what? Like you might get like a splash.
Okay, okay. Let me put my views, like my weird super woo woo views, in a better light. Like even Young said something about the universe being like asleep in a way, and then we have to wake it up, right? So
Ooh, I
like,
like that.
yes. So I feel like we've reached a certain coherence point on Earth. In a way, dude, I don't know how to say it, but it feels like the Earth and us are like entangled. I swear to fucking God, the feelings I'm getting. It just feels like we're
Yeah.
entangled.
Well, I hope
And
so. We're supposed to be.
yeah, like,
One in tune with
and then
nature.
just
Yeah, because we kind of forget.
like, and
We
then
kind of forget
like a
it.
weird
Yeah.
thought I had earlier is that we are not actually like pillaging the Earth, but the Earth
Mm-hmm.
sort of like funnels its resources to us to train. It's like its best soldiers. Like
Pillaging us.
this is the weirdest like line of thought I've ever had. But yeah,
No, I dig it. I think we're all like fucking parasites on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
but we might be like like the universe. Like I swear to God, the universe might be entering a phase where like different
It hates
universes are
us.
gonna like collide onto each other in a way, like pull toward each other. That's my weirdest woo woo
Maybe.
shit that I got. And there's gonna be like a new
Like we're
phase.
at a
So like,
critical.
yeah, we're gonna reach a critical point. So we have to complete this current era, and then
Mhm.
it moves on to a next era because of like attraction and coherence or something between
Yeah.
different layers. I don't know exactly what it would be, but this is just weird
Mhm.
feelings I get.
Yeah. I mean, the Earth's gonna do what it's gonna do, regardless of what we
Mhm.
do.
Yeah.
And so,
It
like,
does go
that's
through phases.
yeah. So, like, there's always that chance for that reckoning. And so maybe that's why we should have more immediacy to get it right in our life, because any of that is a possibility.
Yeah, we are just supposed to get over this current era of evil that has to do with ignorance and confusion and fear and all that stuff because it's all
Yeah, I would like
people
to
wanting
fast forward
regulation
as
and
quickly
yeah.
as quickly
Me
as
too,
possible.
dude, because this is boring as shit. It's like the same stuff. It's like, come on, guys. It's like I'm sitting at my stupid like mountaintop, just like, come on, guys, let's go, like, come on.
Let's get
Yeah,
with the
I'm
end
I
of
all
the
don't know.
for it.
world
Just
already.
express. It's just an act of expression because it's like I think intuition's already gotten us beyond this, and it's like just looking for the right resonance. Waiting for a feeling that everybody else gets it finally, and then we can just have fun.
Yeah.
But no, I hope these weird feelings I have are right because that idea, but that the Earth like raised its best soldiers is kind
Yeah.
of
Well,
fascinating to me.
yeah, well, I think the biggest thing that we face is the rate at which information comes to us and the meaning making of that. And if we don't have our priorities, we can get really askew really, really fucking quick, even quicker than most any other time ever. So,
Dude,
like,
the symbols throw us off course, like until we sort of interpret correctly from like
mm-hmm,
the way that we took things at like more fragile or less reasonable time. Like, yeah,
mm-hmm,
Hmm.
yeah.
so many
And if our
things.
minds aren't strong to like guide us, yeah, we can really get sideways really fast. And I'm optimistic too.
I
But
definitely
like,
am and you have to be like for me, it's like okay, like I crafted my own brain to be like this. Like, okay, where does it go if I like feel regulated and like like
mhm,
fully online? And it's like
yeah.
I'm trying to peel beyond the horizon of humanity because I don't
Mhm.
know.
Well, it's
I don't
good.
know how
It's
things are
good that
gonna
you're
go.
talking about it because like we go out for a drink at a bar and like you just can't talk to people about this.
Yep, because
So
yeah, people,
yeah, it's
people like
good that
to
you're
like
talking.
surface yeah. People like a sort of I don't know. I don't know if I guess like maybe autistic brains or whatever, ADHD brains, whatever combination I am. It's
Mhm.
like very it like picks up the fucking like fault lines and shit really easily.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
The like pre-linguistic shit,
Yeah, my
but also the
superpowers
linguistic.
is feelings. You know, I'm FI dominant, right?
Mm.
So, you know, like I can feel everything. I can feel everybody's energy when I'm in a room, you know. And
But
that's my North Star.
okay.
Yeah, that's my North Star,
Like
but
yeah.
I have a superpower of psychology too. So it's like, okay, I'm feeling this. I know it's probably accurate, but I need to verify it with them, you know?
I
And
guess I don't feel everybody's feeling. What do I feel usually? Or I track people and I'm like,
Disappointment.
okay, where can I go? Like, where am I useful, kind of thing, right? Like, or
Mhm.
where do I couple up here? I'm usually pretty good with people, but
Well,
I just don't
I
want to
know like
unleash all of me on people. It's like I'm like behind like a layer of okay, this is my one work buddy. He's really cool, but he's you know kind of likes to do things his way. Doesn't want to have like somebody you know info dumping him, and so on and so forth. So.
Mhm.
It's always very like people are very body first and then they move away from body. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
one thing I notice, and I'm usually a combination of the in body and then it's a weird straddle to do when if you're trying to keep like a structure in
Mhm.
place that applies to everybody, but it's not like a part of the local symbolic order. Like.
Yeah. It's unspoken. Yeah.
Yep. And I feel
Mhm.
like that creates a tension,
For
because
sure.
like think about it. Work it's very much like what is the first instance of work outside of the tribal, like direct tribal fucking like grounds, you know what I mean? Like it's usually like a hunting party or like a war party. So it's like
Mhm. Yeah, what's the
it's
motivation?
well, it's like it has that sort of almost like vibe to well, not every place, but like that away from home, like you're away from your central like node or whatever, right? So there's some sort of detachment like from the get go, unless
Mhm.
you like set down anchors at this new place and grounding. Like I really do get that set. This is where the weird entanglement with the earth thing comes in because it feels like there is like a sense of grounding through resonance, across us, and then like a return down into the earth, kind of, and then like a sort of cycling. You know what I mean? Do you
Mhm.
get that sense at all of sort of like grounding through resonance? I don't know.
Yeah, because I think emotions that you can sense are meant to ground you. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the double application of that word grounding though, like with a sort of resonance, but like a channel back into the earth, sort of. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's just my weird
Yeah,
feeling.
I
Maybe.
think we're here to do something. Yeah. So
Yeah,
work is one of those.
yeah. Something about the earth, though. I swear to God, because of I don't know what it is. Maybe my nervous system is reaching for something or feeling something. I don't know.
Mhm.
Because really, of course, like the earth as a presence is just like a constant throughout our animal, you know, history, like biological
Mhm.
history. So like that's always there.
Yeah.
And I don't really know how you think about or how to think about that.
Mhm. Yeah, and like how do you integrate the earth into your workday and your culture?
Yeah. Like we work in these places that don't really have windows sometimes, you know, like
Oh, I know. Yeah, like
That's
I work.
inhumane.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. Like, oh my God. So I used to work at a hospital on Ohio State's campus, but it's all, concrete sidewalks and like buildings, and you look out the window, it's just, concrete jungle. I'm like, how does anybody look out the window and feel good,
about it.
when we're trying to heal you inside of this? It's like you can't heal inside of a place that looks like this.
I like that
So
you
then
brought
you're
the
working.
cognitive functions because it's like I feel like that is legitimate, but people like to naysay stuff sort of to be cool. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like with like because they associate it with the MBTI classifications, and then they're like, oh yeah, I took one of those or tests in college, right? And it's like kind of like okay, but it might not be perfect, but it's like aiming at something which can
Mhm.
be described in more technical terms, but that's like the best we got at the time. So
For
people
sure.
are very skeptical in a way
Whenever you're ready.
where they want to protect their identity because they don't want to associate with something which might be seen as illegitimate instead of remaining open and curious.
Mhm.
And I think that is a big error that we make, like yeah, flat out. Like people that are otherwise very intelligent people,
Mhm.
the intelligence gets wrapped up in identity, and that's where it goes off line or course, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's hard. It's
It
a
is really
balancing
hard.
act. We
Yeah.
are always 100% just oscillating, reaching toward the most stable oscillation we can get, I think.
Yeah.
And I think we are definitely like this is why I get like excited because it's like we are growing as a unit. Like we are making steady progress, and that we are reaching a sort of neutral point. I think we are reaching a sort of not a completion or like, but like a complete completion, but like a like a non-zero point. I think like we are slowly but steadily getting there, and we are going to be a sort of conscious collective, and shit's gonna get better. I think.
Yeah, I think it kind of has to.
We're sorting out the language.
Yeah.
It does have to. This is absurd. Like,
Mhm.
not complicated, guys. Come on. What makes a good life?
What makes a good
Mhm.
life?
What makes a good life?
Again, I think comfortability and being predictable. I think being predictable is probably the best thing. Like I said, if you don't know if you're going to eat today, that's not a good thing, right? That's unpredictable. If you don't know if you're going to work today, that's unpredictable. Like even like you drive home every day. If you get in a car accident, that's like that's unpredictable. That's not good. You don't want that. You want things to go
Yeah.
like you expect them. I think
Yeah, and it's so basic sometimes,
it is. I mean, people
right?
hate
Like,
that answer. I mean, people
yeah.
hate it, but it's like honestly, what? Because like I said, people always say like one of the exciting life. I mean, like in theory and shit. Obviously, it's cool. Like I love traveling and shit. That's exciting, But like how about this? If you were to,
Stability.
but I'm saying like even if you were to travel all the time, that becomes the norm, right? So like you're happy with it because it's now become the norm too. It's not just doesn't stay that way forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I've been a case manager before, and like I would be so stoked because I would have a homeless person, and like I would race myself to find them a roof for the night,
Mm-hmm.
and like often I could get it done in like less than an hour. They went from being homeless to having a roof. I'm like, oh my God, like, my day is me, but I know theirs is too, because who wants to go back out in the street when it's 120 degrees here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some of the, like, it's so rewarding when you can be effective and it's so basic.
Yeah, dude, I need to figure out what I'm gonna be doing fucking gotta help people.
Yeah, people need help. It's everywhere. It's just like what level of entry are you willing to access them? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, we have to, yeah. People are very attached to their cycles, I should say, and like, you know, and it involves structure, and a lot of these structures are falling apart, and or they're, you know, like that's. I feel like that is why the ideology conflict is so heated, is because these structures are starting to fall apart. You know, like we're trying to grasp onto something that's real, and yeah, people are just looking for something that's real, and they don't want to accept the answers they're given. And I think we're gonna have something of a flood, you know, but it's gonna be, you know, either a good or a bad flood. I don't know, or a neutral, you know, something in between. Absolutely, a flood, like a sort of flood into the world, I guess, in a way. I don't know, or like
Like
a
where we're all on the same level once it happens.
kind of.
Like
Yeah, I do think that. I do think that there's a return to a neutral ground.
you
Maybe
don't
like.
think COVID? You don't think COVID did that?
BC
COVID
before
We
brought
might have
COVID.
a
COVID
big
brought
disturbance
brain.
kind of in the force, and
Well, my
provided.
thought was every 100 years we need to have a pandemic. And that seems to be
Spanish
nature's
flu?
orchestration.
Yep. Spanish
Mhm.
flu was the
I don't
last
know if we
one.
need to, but I think maybe like diseases or viruses maybe adapt a certain way. Maybe it tends to be like every 100 or 150 years where we have like a major
Yeah.
outbreak because it's the virus has adapted so much now where now it's completely novelty. It's a different disease now, kind of thing.
I think
Yeah.
we're all trying to reach solid ground, and I don't think humanity as a whole has ever really had solid ground that wasn't very temporary, you know, or like very resonance based without
Yeah.
having structure to it.
Yeah. I mean, every civilization has their story of like, you know, the decline.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that the fact that we did survive COVID and we're still here, huh? So maybe that wasn't the effective reset.
Okay. Yeah, it just to me it has to do with the internet. It has to do with, you know, the doom scrolling, the ever looming sense that we might be facing annihilation any second now, which I think is probably starting to wane.
Sure, I don't think like that. I
I
try to tell people like, all the times that people think that the world's ending, like with like I said, new technology or, I mean, honestly, the way we're gonna die is either gonna be probably by virus, I guess nuclear war per se, but like I don't. I
Mhm.
like to believe that humans would not do nuclear like for
Okay,
real. Like, I don't know.
we are sorry to interrupt, but
You're all good.
we're sorting out our epistemology because it is very nervous system based
Yeah.
in several different ways, right? So like people default toward fear and avoidance with like conspiracy theories and shit. Because what is a conspiracy theory but like a reinforcement for somebody's avoidance, right? Like it's a defense mechanism, right?
It's
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think it's mainly you want to answer to things that you don't know and you want to claim it. So like the whole like religion thing that you're saying, like when someone says I know how the world or how the beginning started, like before the Big Bang, or whatever I could call it. Like when people say they know, they're lying. They want to know, and I get everybody wants to know these things, but like
Mm-hmm.
the audacity, the difference between a real like intelligent thinking person versus someone is to know when they don't know, and just it's cool. Like we want to know the answer. Like we're still striving towards these answers, but like it's a lie when you say I know how this works when you don't, and that's what
Dude,
conspiracy theory mindset is. Like I don't know how viruses work, but I feel like I'm smarter than the people that do it, or like this
I
is their job,
love
or whatever, you know.
the like ultra Jungian view that we're all on like the same like voyage. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Mhm.
I think there's something so to that. Like we're just There's something beyond the corner, but we have to keep our senses about us no matter what. Like, science is necessary. It's all like, it's all the same
better. Like Mitchell said
organism
earlier, it
thing.
gets better. That's the thing. Science, like it's wrong today, and it's always going to be wrong. But the thing is, tomorrow it'll be more precise, and the next day it'll be more precise. Like that's the whole idea. Like,
okay, look at it this way. We are a part of the thing that we are studying. That's exactly the like
yeah, for the biases and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
And we just got to do our best to check them. That's all you can really do. I mean, like, we all have biases. That's fine per se, but like, what are you gonna do? Like, when you have facts and evidence in front of your face, it's hard to be like, oh, my biases say this is stupid, but like, this is recreatable. This is, demonstrable. We all can do this, like, simple test or whatever the fuck, and we find out the answer, right? Like, that should be good enough, but it isn't. But it should be.
Yeah, and like the people that are close to getting to truth, like that's scary. Like I think about, do you guys know about Bob Lazar that studied the alien craft that's around here?
I've heard the name. I really haven't looked into him.
Yeah. So like this is like the 80s, right? And he got clearance to go up to Area 51, and basically he was tasked to try to reverse engineer the alien craft. And like he found elements that weren't even on the periodic table of elements identified yet.
Sure.
And it took him 30 years to be believed.
I will say though, like we do,
but like we do.
So the periodic table, right? All the ones that are not a part of the main block, those are all asteroids and stuff. Like so, like we do have alien rocks. So, like that's not necessarily like, a crazy fact in the sense of like we know these things exist, right? Like
yeah.
But
yeah, and I feel like with AI and like computer operations, like I feel like if we can at least take our elements that are known and you do every kind of like equation ever possible, like you could literally map a cosmos.
They try.
It's just it's the scale. Yeah, it's the scale that we can't do it as humans.
Well, again,
so it's like
the thing is also we can't
you're gonna run into
like,
species and shit,
We don't have, we don't have
temperature,
everything. But, like,
different kinds of planets. Like you can classify them all. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I feel like the next phase of the universe is gonna be like imaginary based, right? It's like we're running out of the field of the possible, so like the impossible comes into the frame somehow. Like that's my thinking. I don't know. I think it's all about an exhaustion of a field of possibility, and then it always just the universe makes it happen. Like it moves to the next possible range.
Yeah.
But
and like how we think of like physics, guess what? How we think it works? Because like gravity's now in waves. Right. And like one of the things with the alien craft, he's like, oh, they actually learned how to bend gravity to move this spaceship because there's no heat production whatsoever in how it moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
watch this flashback. Roll tape.
Secure our borders with technology, personnel.
I don't know shit about material science really. I feel as if part of the clue is in quasi particles because they exhibit properties across poles that like differ sort of, like and there's a lot of different things. So like you can get like negative energy to pop up. You can probably get negative gravity to pop up. Or something. Like I think so like a lot of people are very, very good with that mathematical and structural and geometric and like that way of thinking, dude. Like it's a lot of
I fucking salute them.
Yeah, they're fucking beasts, dude. Like
just figuring out probability. Yeah, probability that this could be this matter here, but what are its attributes once it's there? Like, do we incinerate it?
It's like why I'm trying to figure out is like if reality is part spiritual, but like, is tech going to be a part of our like development path, like toward this? Like, I don't know.
Tech priest, I'm all right with that.
Tech first, dude. Dude, I literally feel kind of like we've been like projecting and like sort of almost like designing our future path in a way. I don't know.
But in a
We-
way, you know, like in a way, it's
Who
old school
knows?
too
That's the whole
because
thing.
like we need plutonium, we need gold, we need copper. Like it's so crazy. Like the old school stuff is what's gonna make it work.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just find the possibilities exciting because yeah, I think we are trying to turn the channel. It's like
Mhm.
fuck, dude. Because you see how it finishes, right? Like after however many years of conflict or whatever it's gonna take, like there'll be this sort of unity at some point,
Maybe.
somehow,
Well, I mean, that's what
after
NATO.
a series of
NATO's supposed to do,
breakthroughs.
though. Like NATO, I always say, NATO became an alliance, and the world's been more peaceful than it's ever been in history. And that's kind of like the idea of like when
Yeah,
you work together instead of thinking everyone's your enemy or everyone's trying to like steal your resources or steal whatever the fuck, and you work together, it's better for society and humanity as a whole. Like,
man,
I always say, we have all
you
these
really
little
think
things.
about it. Do you think nukes existing makes things better or worse?
It probably makes
Just
things
knowing
better.
they exist.
It makes it better.
Just ev
I would
Yeah,
Everybody
say
because
knows.
armies are less likely to attack nuclear
How about this?
powers or their allies in fear
nuclear
of
war,
retaliation.
yeah, that's the whole idea too. Since nuclear bombs been invented, you haven't had Russia fighting Germany or fighting France. We do proxy wars. They're not good, but a lot less people die in a proxy war than actual fucking France fighting Germany again, or like America versus China. Because we know that's the whole idea is that we all know like if Russia sends a nuke or China sends a nuke or America, whoever, if we send a nuke, shit, it's a fan. Like I don't think anybody really wants to be the person that potentially could kill all humanity. Like
Yes, plus some mutually assured destruction
yeah,
along
that's what
with
I'm saying.
that.
That's why it makes it safe. 'Cause like I said, we can't have, like I said, France. They might hate Russia or whatever the fuck, but they're not going to openly fight them because they know that
No.
becomes a real fucking problem. Like a real like worldwide, not just a fucking like I said, not a skirmish or whatever. It's the whole world could die if these two conflate against each other or conflict against each other.
Yep.
So, fun fact, I found this out in the Epstein file. Okay, in the Epstein file, there's
Yep.
a thing from the prison saying that they got Jeffrey Epstein. They found him dead on August 9th and explain how he died and all this shit, but he didn't die till the 10th. So it's one of those like, how the fuck do you know he was gonna die and how he died before it happened? Make any sense? Yeah, I just I put it on my Facebook because I'm like, oh shit, like that's crazy.
Like official coroner reports type detail or
Here it is. I gotta age verify. Okay, it says United States Attorney's Office, Southern District of New York. U.S. Attorney Jeffrey Berman released Friday, August 9th of 2019. It says statement: Manhattan United States Attorney Jeffrey Burham said earlier this morning the Manhattan Correctional Center confirmed that Jeffrey Epstein, who faces charges brought by this office for engaging in sexual trafficking of minors, has been found unresponsive in his cell and was pronounced dead shortly thereafter. Today's events are disturbing, and we are deeply aware of the potential to present yet another hurdle to giving Epstein's many victims their day. To those brave young women we have come forward already, and to the many who have yet to do so, let me reiterate, we remain committed to standing for you in our investigation of this conduct charge in the indictment, which concluded a conspiracy account remains still ongoing. But yeah, again, this happened on Friday, the day before he actually died. So again, how do they know he died in whatever, like on the 9th when he didn't have to die till the 10th?
yeah, this makes me think about journalism, how you have multiple stories ready to go. So someone knew he was going down and they had stories ready to go.
Well, this is the Attorney General. So this is like the top fucking so the Attorney General is the top legal person for the Southern District of New York, which is I'm guessing like Manhattan, that part of New York
Mhm.
City and shit. So I mean, like, this is the top big. So like this is not even just a fucking journalist. This is like the head honcho of the government of New York State knew this was gonna happen the
Yeah.
day before, which means obviously if he knows, how many other people knew down the line, down the line, down the line. Like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a joke. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
What does Jesus and Jeffrey Epstein have in common?
Uh,
Neither of them hung themselves.
uh,
Dude, my voice. I'm very stoned.
you better be. Otherwise, you're not doing it right.
Right?
Right, governor.
Also had a beer, and I like never drink. Like one beer. So funny. Yeah, I like never drink anymore.
What do you think? Is it worth it?
No, I had a fucking criminal offense coming up on 2 years now, and like I was
Gotcha. Yeah. Had
prohibited
to
from
get
drinking.
in
It
check.
wasn't like a bad thing, but like
Mhm.
that bad. But you know,
I feel you. Yeah,
yep.
they were saying like alcohol sales are so billions behind because everyone's moved on to pot or
Yep.
cannabis.
New age. Yep.
Oh, could
Yeah,
totally see
And
that.
I bet you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm guessing cigarette sales are probably down because people smoke weed now instead of smoke cigarettes.
And
Yeah.
vapes.
If, like I'm saying, if you're like my kid's age, I guarantee they're gonna probably grow up smoking weed and or vapes instead of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I still need to get a damn mod.
Yeah, dude, like thinking about like what's authentic and what's the real, dude, like that has
That's
fucked
why I
my
buy from
brain
shops.
so fucking much, dude. No,
That's
I mean
why
like just as far as people go, like I deep dove into the ideology thing, man. Like I've reduced people to symbols so bad. Like it's like I want to just feel the flat surface and be okay with it at this point. Ah, so stupid. Like I haven't chilled in so long, dude. It's so dumb. Like I've just tried to figure out what the fuck we are. Try to categorize it, putting on neat little boxes.
I wouldn't even bother.
No, I mean I feel like I have a good core now, though. Like I'm actually
Oh,
close.
yeah.
Dude, it's actually I don't know. I feel like it's not that complicated, but like diagrams help, and yeah, cognitive science and psychoanalysis, psychology. That it's like yeah, like the exact range of it's like it sounds like you see the way that we like piece together data. Like that's where that attached to like the real structure. Like that's the way that we get kind of confused. I feel because yeah, we have like a data first, and then so many fucking different approaches. That's where you can see people get confused and wires get crossed and.
Fuck, I've got no ammo. Play some weird ass Roblox zombie games because I'm bored of every other fucking game out there. Yeah. Fucking ammo, finally.
Like I said, if I go back, I gotta go back to play more Final Fantasy games. I gotta play more of the old ones.
I gotta play a fighting game because I got this controller.
I did download. It's free this month on PlayStation. I got a boxing game, so now I actually have a game like that because I haven't played one of those kind of games in forever. I'm like, oh, so if I want to play like a beat up, mash them. Here we go. I'll box motherfuckers.
Nice.
Yeah, those are usually fun.
They get boring after a
what
while.
was the
So
one?
it's nice to fucking have a change.
Yeah, exactly. What was the one that was like PS2 era, like Fight Night or
Fight
some
Night.
shit?
Yeah, those games were tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, like the like the fucking like it's like the same direction input or the input patterns as Skate, I think, for the punches, haymakers, jabs and all that shit. I think Yeah, like Ready to Rumble, Punch Out. Those are fun. There's this one for the Sega. It was like a Holyfield one. That was all right.
I love you, tits. Bye.
Hey, you see, people are drawn to fighting, though. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah, I love my UFC.
It's primal, right?
Somewhat.
uh,
Also, beat 'em up games. I mean, there's a little. It's some strategy for some games are not others. So like,
it's like cerebral. Like there's like a tension, you know, and then yeah, there's so much to it. There's so much to the whole act of fighting.
I love it. I don't know why.
Well, also it's you got to make so many decisions on the fly and all these things. Like you have microseconds to fucking dictate what your next course of action, all this shit's gonna be. So like, it's amazing. I love thinking about like that kind of shit too. Like, I mean, I do the same thing with like just like in sports in general. Like when you see someone make like a beautiful spin move or do something crazy, you're like, man, like the like it's so like it's instinctual, but also your brain had to be thinking about it like beforehand for it to even be an instinct, right? Or something like like I don't know. It
Yeah.
fascinates me.
Well, I took jujitsu like this is probably 4 years ago, right? So like just a few classes just to see if I liked it, but then I was freaked out because it was still COVID. And I was like, I'm so gonna get COVID,
Yep.
But like just to like grab your opponent, like that's not my nature whatsoever. So I was like, I'm such a retard. Like I don't even know how to grab this person, you know? But in that first lesson, it's like they realized like you have a really good grip. Like that's so good.
Yep.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Our family, we all were wrestled. My parents made us all wrestle from like third, fifth to fifth grade. So like, I always tell people like, I know how to fight. I know how to get you down and do shit. I just don't ever want to. Like, but I know how to if need be. Like,
Wally,
yeah, it's good
the
to know.
fucking
It's good.
grappling fucking
that's how I
bartender.
fight. I don't punch. I choke people out. I'm like a MMA
Yeah.
style. Like, I want to get you on the ground because I know because again from wrestling and shit, I know technique, so I know how to like get my body leverage and do all the shit that I need to do, and how to fucking twist you up like a pretzel. Like I always say, like I bartended for a lot of years, especially at nights. I had to break up a lot of fights. I don't punch people.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Like I just fucking I get you to submit. Like, dude, are you cool? Like we're cool, right? Like just fucking let's just know I can fuck you up. I don't want to. But,
Say uncle.
Well, dude, I just at that point I'm always like, just leave. Like if you leave, we're cool. Like I have no problem with you. Just fucking walk out the door, leave.
And I love that
Like Patrick
Okay.
Swayze movie Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yeah. I haven't seen that forever.
And I love when people can be monsters and they choose not to be.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Once you have that competency that you're a lethal person and you don't ever have to use it, that's so amazing.
I tell people all the time, like when people are starting to be like that annoying drunk fucking dummy, right? And I always say like the one person that goes, "Hey man, leave me alone," and they tell them like 5 times, I'm like, dude, you don't understand. That guy's probably the one that will kill you. Like there's a reason why he's telling you to fucking leave him alone because he doesn't want to snap and fucking go off on you. Like, cause that's what it is. Like the people that are usually like, "Hey man, just I'm cool. Just leave me alone. You can talk your shit. Just be over there. You know, don't get by me. You know." Like I said, those are the people that will fucking they know how to fight, and they don't, but they don't want to. Like it just if you push them to a corner, people do what they do, right?
Yeah, and for me,
dude.
like women's skills is like our cunning, and being sneaky, like really good at that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's emotional. It's emotional fighting, not a physical fight.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
so yeah, when you can physically do it too, holy shit, new level unlocked.
Oh yeah, I mean that is a gift that some men do have is that they know how to do horrible things, but they also know how to restrain the horrible things so they don't let it like consume them or whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, I will always preface there are some badass women that can fucking whoop the fuck out of some men, so it's not like it's no women, but in general I get
Yeah, It's a deficit. It's not a natural thing.
For sure. But still, leave those people alone, man.
Yep.
Leave the. If the I always say if the guy says, "Hey, buddy, just back up, please. We're cool." If he says it a few times, leave that person alone. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you guys with like your feelings towards like being armed?
What do you mean being armed?
Yeah.
Like gun wise?
I feel personal choice. You know that you're using your handling your
Be
weapon
responsible.
responsibly, and if you feel you need one, you should fucking have one.
Yeah.
It's I think mental health's the biggest thing. So if you have a gun, you should be able to. Red flag laws, like you should have to take mental background checks.
Agreed.
Do shit. Like I do agree that so the idea of anybody can have a gun, like the idea of that, cool, but not everybody should have a gun. So there should be some regulations on who. So like depends, the staunchest Second Amendment person will think I'm being the worst human being in the world, but it's like no. If I know that you have a short temper, you probably shouldn't have a gun. Kind of shit like that.
No.
I like that. Yeah.
Massive depression, schizophrenia, extreme bipolar, shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like the fog is starting to clear for people, though. That's why I get excited. That's all.
It depends. Again.
Yeah.
But again, something like that, I mean, it's probably from like your childhood and shit. Like if you just always had a short, like whatever, you've probably been this way for a long time. It's nothing new. So like, if you have these tendencies, like if they go through your history, you can find out like 7 out of your 8 teachers go, "Oh yeah, he has a short temper," or this and this and this. Like I don't know if you should have a gun.
Yeah. And that's where I struggle because like if you've been involuntarily put into a psychiatric hold, you don't ever have the ability to have a gun. And like I feel like people can change and they can get better, and that's something we gotta figure out.
Sure. Again, how about this? Like, let's say that same person, like I said, with 7 out of 8 years having fucking hot-headed moments, where the fuck, right? But let's say by the time they're 30, they haven't gotten arrested, haven't been ticketed, there hasn't been like a neighbor complaint about anything, like all these things, for 15 years. You probably should get your right back because obviously you've shown your actions that you are not a fucking crazy like it was just a phase. You were young and dumb. You didn't know how to control it. Now you learned to do it. So like it shouldn't be just like once you get it taken away for whatever reason, it's forever. It should be. Oh, you want to reapply? Let me look at your last 5-10 years of your background history. Your latest ones.
Yeah.
We are a bunch of monkeys. That's all I know.
Reject humanity.
Dude, you know what's funny? How about this?
Return to monkey.
I literally go, I have no clue. Like, what are you talking about? And the guy's like, that's a moot point. Try again. Like, bring out a better argument. Like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. That's why I asked the question. Like, what are you talking about? I wonder how many people, like, I'm assuming people like this just have, like, answers rebutted in their head because they think I'm going to ask or do whatever. But it's like, you're not even reading what I'm writing, I guarantee you. Because if you did, you would see that I asked, I don't know what you're speaking of.
Yeah, man.
Whenever you're ready, sir.
I want to help these people. I need to play it cool, not be an asshole.
Do you know who's going to be right? Who's going to be right?
Man, I don't know. People do like their religion. Like the word God. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Like, what does it do to people? Like, does it help us? Does it hinder us? Like, from like even like a science-friendly, nature-friendly side. Like, I don't know. It's never worked for me. Like, I've never felt the like personal relationship to anything like mystical.
Like I said, for me personally, I always think it's bad because it's just the whole thought process. If you think the important things and you don't like question them and just believe purely on faith, then it's probably not a good thing because even faith, like in the sense, like people always like, well, you have faith you're gonna get home from your car, but it's or like driving from home. But it's like I've driven home from work like 1,000+ times. Like I have evidence that I'm gonna make it home safe. So like it is a faith based thing, but it's based on the evidence
Yeah.
that I've done hundreds and thousands of times. You know, it's not just a blind faith. That's the difference. Like when it's blindly faith, like I just believe because whatever, you know, like that's again, this is like the most important thing in the world, right? Like the most important question. Again, most people can't even, like I said, maybe 20% of people read the Bible. Actually, now I gotta know. We didn't look that up.
I think people need like it's like an obedience relationship. That's a cynical read maybe, but
some of it is.
Yeah, like it's a superiority thing, like a
Also,
deference in a way.
it's easier to have a daddy person tell you the answers instead of actually coming up with the answers yourself. Like like why are we here? Well, God says this. Like that's cool, but like, is that really the answer? Like, it's like, could you probably come up with a better answer? Like at least for you.
Maybe maybe a higher perspective. Maybe the higher perspective thing is, you know, like we all know there's a higher perspective than our own, you know, like so. I don't know. That might be a part of it, like, but yeah, like I mean, you kind of said it like something that's more confident than us. And we can build like a path toward like a more coherent perspective.
I mean, I always equate it to the whole like Trump MAGA movement. Like everybody it's top down. Trump says this, and everybody from the news to this and this, they all follow the line. Well, it's the same thing with God.
Yep.
God says this is bad.
Totally
Guess what?
agree.
Everybody just follow the line. Like
Same structure.
we all know, like this is what it is because this
It's
is what
like,
they said. You know.
Yep. Same structure co-opted kind of thing, or like transferred.
A bad thing per se, but it's only bad if you don't ever actually question and actually like understand the reasoning why a being, person, whoever is saying the thing. Like
it's like we need a tribe of one but many kind of thing, you know? Like,
well, we're like one people, but like obviously we're all individuals, and that's the conflict.
Yeah. Like finding the weird balance where we're not in conflict all the time. Like we need to allow slow thought. Like for real, I think that the minds that are just always in like a jagged motion are the ones that are kind of always the ones you can point out as dysregulated. And then when you have to like compress yourself to match that frequency, that is a kind of like a lot, you know? Like I think my brain has always sort of gravitated to like smooth out like butter, dude. Like that's what I want. Like everything just
like a koala
I gotta feel it, dude. Huh?
Like a koala brain.
Maybe, I don't know, but I want to be able to like feel, you know, life. I want to feel it in its entirety, not like it's it's just me in the present moment.
Also, it should
weaving through a fucking
be a me against
civil
the world
space
mentality too. Like you gotta stop doing that. Like
yeah,
we should work.
Absolutely,
Better
and
together, like always as humanity.
There's such a history to that, like
for sure,
kind of shaken into place, you know.
Well, again, like I said, if you go back to the beginning, like we were hunter gatherers. Like how much could you really do in a day when you had to hunt everything and gather everything yourself to supply yourself? Like there's only so much you can do in a day, but once you started having groups of people, you guys go hunt, we'll cook. Oh, we'll clean. We'll do this. We do this. Well, now we can do so much more things. We're so much more productive, and everybody lives an easier, better life together. You know, like that's the whole idea. Like I'm saying, this nothing new. This has been since primitive age shit that we should be figuring out, but we can't for some reason.
Yeah. Yep. We are still in the jungle, and we gotta make it out of the jungle.
Jungles with buildings.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. And we disguise it in a way, you know, like with our technology or architecture and shit. It's like
we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves because like we got funneled into like different segments, and that's when communities suffered, and like we need to come back because you get a deficit, because the woman nurtured the babies, right? But guess what? The man needs to nurture too, and he lost himself.
Kind of goes back to when people go, "Are you masculine or feminine or whatever?" It's like you're supposed to be fluid. You're supposed to be both. Like I don't know why people can't understand. Or are you a leader or are you a follower? It's like again, I'm both. You can be depends on the topic and situation. I can be the leader or I can fucking sit back because I don't know shit. But people have this in their mindset.
Yeah.
You have to be I am a leader. I am the and they think they always have to be this, and it's not the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it robs people of the opportunity of leaning into some of that stuff that was fragmented.
Sure. Well, again, you're probably gonna be a more well-rounded person if you have, strong masculine traits versus, soft feminine traits. You probably should have a little bit of both. You can't just be hard as fuck or soft as fuck.
Yep.
A lot of it's interpretive too.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I don't even the concept of having receiving energy puts you in a weird bias of am I just resonating with somebody or am I being motherly to people because people are always stressed out? I don't fucking know. It's why put a label on it when it's just I'm just being present with people. You know what I mean? Being
But also,
present.
We over
Yeah.
label too in today's society. That's another problem. Again, everything. That's why there's a group for gay people. There's a subset of group for the gay people. There's a subset. There's always more groups instead of just being we're humans. We're all the same, right? Who gives a fuck? About all the extra little nuance of who you are. Just be you. If you're a part of this, cool. Or if you're down with that, who gives a fuck?
Just take care of each other. That's all we're doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's we're recovering from a war
all the time,
more or less, a psychic war, full on, dude. That is what everything is right now. We're a fucking psych ward, and nobody fucking acknowledges it. We're
That is a tricky thing. That is a tricky thing, especially because I can look at the histories, and see all the diagnosis. But guess what? I want to have a conversation with about how do they want to articulate who they are first, and that's always a battle because I got to have my P's and Q's, when I'm in front of them.
Yep.
So that's always a battle.
Yep, because you can't just dig into their psyche and be you gotta do this, that, and the other. Dude, I have a Dr. House sort of approach to it, and it's not good.
Yeah. I can read about this novel here about what you've been through, but what do you want to say to me today? Yeah.
Yep. You have to attach that baseline. Yep. It has to be it's like a dance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that, yeah. Yeah, it's dude, I try to take on, I don't know, it's just, I have to put my energy out there, my intensity just, it has to go places. So I take on, a sort of, bodhisattva role or whatever in a way, take my most responsible, pushes toward the good, not everybody, I'm dramatizing it, or, romanticizing it, probably, in a sense. Yeah, because it's just being a good person, using my knowledge, and it's I have to pre-explain it with, that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they can tell me to fuck off, and they have,
Fuck off.
People are sensitive, man. Yeah. It's funny because you see the same patterns show up in most people. It's just a matter of how vulnerable people are. But we are all, quote unquote, the same. The nervous system encodes and decodes the same way, and moves and different. This kind of the same patterns for the same reasons. I think we are reaching a point of quote unquote total understanding of science. Because we are we are not just born sort of like empty and then filled at the same rate across everybody across the generations. Like, no, we get like downloads from people, their knowledge over a lifetime distilled in like, brief sort of compressed forms. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you might
we
only
are
have them. Yeah, you have them for packets, like packets at a time.
And so we are, like distributed cognitive field or whatever, like we are reaching, I think, a point, like a singularity type point. We are getting close. It's gonna take a bunch of waves, I don't know how many waves, probably a long time, but you'll see sort of the coats of paint that keep getting applied. It gets closer and closer and closer to like a sort of clear white. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how long it'll take, but we have to, I feel, sort of fill out that blank slate. It's like a new blank slate, I think. But see, the whole thing with progress to me in politics today is just about that common image in the future. If we don't have that as a part of our picture, we don't know what we're aiming at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys agree, but yeah.
Somewhat. I mean, people gotta, like I said, the big thing is having a sound epistemology. Like, people say they know things, but what do you like? I always say the more important question is why. That's always like, even with like religion. Like, you can believe in it. I don't care about that, but why? If you believe in it for better reasons than others, I have less problem with it. Versus,
and if you believe it for the tax deductions, you can go to hell.
Sure, all that. I mean,
it's tough as an intuitive too with the epistemology, because you get kind of lost in your own head. Or beer.
So apparently, under the Republican Save Act that they're trying to do, they're trying to make it where you have to have both your birth certificate and a passport in order to vote.
Really?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Fuck them.
And like they're saying, like this guy was like basically like, so you're trying to basically have $165 first time applicant vote poll tax, basically, like in order to vote you have to pay $165 for a tax, every 10 years.
Well, think about this. Doesn't a good epistemology require a good ontology as well? Like,
I mean,
you have to have relations.
Yeah, they probably all
right. You have to. So, ontology is just, it's objects instead of knowledge, right? So it's like, yeah, is kind of weird.
Well, it's that spiritual. Eastern spiritual, right mind, right body, right action. Yeah, it's that spiritual stuff.
So like knowledge. Okay, I had a really good point that one time. What was it like? That basically, if knowledge wasn't real by default, that we wouldn't have the concept of knowledge, right? So it's like knowledge is baseline, but we have to be able to sort out what isn't knowledge from knowledge, So
yeah,
there's a sweet spot. There's a sweet spot. What?
I would say, like, ontology was made in the 1600s, but it didn't start being used till about like 1970. That's when it exploded. Being used as like an actual word.
Especially with Heidegger. Heidegger too. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Heidegger, and it became a part of the sort of like what, I don't know how to say it, sort of like corporate construct in a way. Because there is like a role of like chief ontologist for some companies, and I would fucking totally do that. That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, they were kind of consumed. Yeah, in that era, because I got into worksite wellness quite a bit. that, yeah, I could totally see that timing for it to come of age.
Study of, so like that word I feel like goes two different ways for me. Like, so the study of sort of like objects, and then the study
Mhm.
of being from the first person perspective of like an organism, right? Or what it is like to be something like us, not from like a hard problem of consciousness perspective, but from like a operating perspective, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, how do you function? Mhm.
Yep. And part of that is interpretive because we inherited, sort of the Rene Descartes, I think therefore I am, and other traditions that underpinned our language use. So there's a lot of shit to this that we inherited.
Mhm.
And dude, we look at ourselves from like, I swear we are trained in a way to think we're like broken, but we're not. And every minute difference that we think like is meaningful is just not fucking meaningful. Like we only see like the like meeting layers at the same time, between people, and it's never the whole picture, and it's just we're just living a hallucination in a lot of
Yeah, it's
ways,
like there's perception biases too, because you get a thought in your head and it's like, oh well, that's something, that's an energy, maybe even I could call it. And then we tend to like grandiose it. The Crow is a little bit grandiose, I think. Not so, he wasn't really,
romanticize.
well, maybe he made it a little bit bigger than what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like, well, dude, you can pump the brakes a little bit, because guess what? You have a million thoughts a day, and not all of them are so great, and it doesn't really
Yeah.
define you as a being.
Most of my
It
thoughts
is
are
fun to
great.
feel clever. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like you do need the like recognition that you're clever, but we need to recognize that other people are clever at the same time.
Mhm.
That is like, for me, it's like our whole situation is also just summed up sort of through a mood or move toward a pluralistic picture as opposed to a binary oppositional picture. Like, we're supposed to look at
Mhm.
ourselves as part of a constellation, not like two beams of energy clashing, like,
Mhm.
yep.
Yeah,
Flat
and
out.
like, for his time, it was great. But like we were in the middle of what, the Enlightenment, probably. No, towards the end, probably Descartes time. But reductionistic, because he's like, he missed, like, you are more than just your thought and your being at that time. You're more of this thing that's integrated into this whole system, and you can't conceptualize it yet because you don't know yet.
And like, that's sort of point of view of, I have the best arguments, therefore I win,
Yeah,
is because
really limited.
it forms an ideology,
Mm-hmm.
and people don't, so like that leads toward the scientism views, where like it's the view, like, basically where science has the only answers you can possibly have, and that cuts out the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we go wrong. Like, because I
Yeah.
see it all the time. I see people call certain things, people say deepities, right? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Is that like woo woo?
it's like a slur. Yeah, it's like woo woo, but it's like
I mean,
they're not looking
I would
they're not
tend to be.
looking
I would
for what the
say
response would
I
be.
lie with those people because I tend to believe that science is like the most accurate version.
But
Now,
we
I'm
have
not
to
saying. I
use
will say
internal
sure, and I will say like
cues as well,
it
though.
can,
That's all
again.
I'm
This
saying.
comes back to where science can be
Cues
proven
even.
wrong. I'm saying I'm not. That's what I'm trying to preface that
Mm,
it's not. like it's not gospel truth, obviously.
No,
Like
I
I said.
agree. I'm totally with you. I'm totally with you. But like, I'm just saying, amend it a little bit. That's it. Like,
Sure.
Yeah, leave a window
uh,
open. Yeah.
No, I get
yep.
that.
It's like even with my crazy ideas, I'm like, okay, this might be wrong. You know, this is just a feeling. You
That's
know,
all,
like
and that's fine.
I try to
So, like I tell anybody,
bracket
what
it.
I would tell you or anybody, like if you have a good idea, and obviously whatever, it could be a great idea. You gotta eventually get a way to falsify it, and he goes, you gotta find a way to test it, and
Yep.
you just like
Well,
you could be right.
I
The thing is, you
feel
might be right and not even know it at this point in life, like because you just don't
I'm
have the
like
tools or whatever the fuck to actually get to
I'm
the
like
right answer.
parallel to science because it's kind of weird. I don't even know how to say it. Because philosophy moves in a spiral, right? So it's like I'm commentating on just things I experience, and then like I play it back to sort of stuff in science, try to figure out, okay, is this resonant with what I'm talking about? Like, is this a part of my structure? You know, I don't know. Like,
You're
but a
basing
lot
it.
of my stuff has to do with development. So
Sure, but I'm saying, but you're
yeah.
basing it off
Yeah.
past people. Like that's the whole thing. Like you're
hmm
looking at past philosophers, past thinkers, past whatever, and looking at
And
from
what I'm
like
also like,
but if you're looking from their age, and then
okay,
I'm guessing you tend to go to the next age, look from their perspective, see where it's kind of grown and divulged
it's
or
like my
similar.
brain tends toward aphorisms about
Okay.
structure across different layers, and things tend to be coherent, I guess, across them. I don't
So
know.
you can see patterns.
Yeah.
hmm What's an aphorism? I don't know.
Uh, like a one-liner that seems fresh to you, a novel,
hmm
I guess. Yeah, like it's like a well, for me, it's like a distillation of yeah, but I needed to properly reality test a lot of my thoughts, so because I know that the quantitative science is super important, but it like it's coherent with my nervous system. So and then like my experiences, and then it's like phenomenology plus
hmm
pragmatism plus general deterministic principles
Well, you're not wrong to
plus
apply your own self towards a
psychoanalysis
state.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, because all of us are struggling to find the self within the larger context.
I'm basically an analytic plus continental philosopher, I would say.
hmm
I try to straddle those grounds, right? But like I'm sort of like analytic, taking a step back toward pragmatism,
The thing
then
is,
using
it's cool though because
yeah,
you can have like your scientific background in the sense where you're like, all right, this is my analytical mind, this is how I think. Now my ideas and what I
yep.
think could be potential in the
So like
future or whatever, you can come up with like those ideas, and and like I said, you can find a way to blend them too, and like, but it comes out again. It just needs to be eventually needs to be demonstrable. Like that's always gonna be the first step. Like,
yeah,
but
like Bertrand Russell is like my hero, basically one of my idols.
Bert Russell's
Yeah.
good. He's a good dude.
Yep. But I mean, he's got his biases, but like he's got that archetype though. Like he had that weird like sort of Father Christmas type thing, of like I'm here to stand for truth and justice. You know what I mean? Like that's what we need. We need to pay attention to these archetypes. And I feel archetypes have gotten lost in a symbolic maze
In a
and
way,
haze.
I feel like now they're like movies and TV shows and shit. Like that's where you're getting a lot of your archetypes. So like back in the day, like the story, the
Yep.
things, they're in a different formula or a different form, I suppose.
Yep. Yeah, and yeah, we have to accounting for mental health and like generational trauma,
hmm
generational healing,
Yeah,
that
I mean,
stuff.
like, and talk about the generations that just stuffed it somewhere, and never addressed it. Like, this is why we're like so over identified because like we've had all these generations that just didn't handle it, and it was this crazy side dance forever that everybody learned to do. It's like, no, that's not well. You didn't get to the whole point. Like, yeah. And so it's a little bit nutty that way because we overcorrected big time. It's like, find the middle again.
Because see, like people just label things, and they go to addiction and identity, and man,
Yeah.
see, it's like that's why I like my sort of like approach, because it's like this. I mean, because I'm not like any way different from common sense way of thinking. It's just resonance. Resonance is the clue. Resonance and dissonance. You explain the dissonance to establish coherence, and yeah. This is not
and you don't suffer. Yeah, you don't suffer.
So like, so like, what I'm trying to say is like this, like the way that we are speaking in like a sort of theoretical sense, like epistemologically, this stuff matters. The ideas we have in a sort of shared frame, like, right? Like that leads us in our own like scientific, philosophical journey. Like the whole thing, right? So. Of course, we have to convince people of our ideas, like that we come up with as a group or whatever. But, yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of it's like if it sounds reasonable, I can get on board. But then like there are some people that are kind of out there a little bit with what's actually real, and then you have to sort it, and then like what's the suffering from not having it sorted.
So it's like,
and like that's true. That's true of everything, though.
A conjectural impulse within constraints, right? So we have to have constraints, and like what the conspiracy people don't have is constraints. That's where the epistemology comes in. So yeah, epistemology is about
When you ask questions, but you never actually look for the answers, like, are you really asking questions? Like,
no,
you are not curious.
You have to actually put some effort into, like, that's the other part with that conspiracy mindset. You're just lazy. You just go, well, I'm just doing this. But, like, have you ever actually like spent 5 minutes on it and actually looked at the answer or look for an answer or whatever? Like,
see, and this lines up with like presence and authenticity and shit, because curiosity is a part of both those things. So it's man, it's totally different polarities, really, and like the different polarities attract toward each other because everybody wants coherence. So everybody goes to battle. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
We do fight kind of like a symbolic battle. Like we are in like a war of words. Nervous systems are on high alert.
Yeah, it's tough. Anxiety is like super, super high right now. It's really hard to stay not affected by it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a field condition, right? And if you take in somebody's sort of like signal, like that leaves a mark, unless you're always armored, I guess. Like,
yeah, I mean, people are scanning for the worst thing to happen, and what's scary is a lot of bad things are happening, and then you get that mean world syndrome. And I mean, like, it's so easy to make people not feel safe right now and fearsome. And like, you can control people so easily when they're in that state. It's so easy.
Yeah.
And that's fucking scary as shit right now.
I need to master self-regulation.
Well, I mean, it's good. I mean, a lot of people don't even know that. Some people just still pop off,
Well, so like the epistemology thing comes in even with like just your baseline interface with reality, man. Like that is why all this shit connects, because
what is reality, man?
What is reality, man? a mishmash of different signs, I guess. I don't know, that you organize according to this is perception, and this is, you know, stuff we're talking about that's off screen, and I don't know. We do think about a lot of things that are off screen, so to speak.
As we should. Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Yep. We have to, but we have to remain grounded as well. So everything has to sort of like weave back in, you know. That's why like I look at like the motions of planets and all this shit, and it's like, dude, like we move very much like that, and that's why where I get like sort of woo in my thinking. It's like, what the fuck? Because like I organize things into like semiotic regions or whatever. So it's like you can see how these structures sort of revolve around each other, and like we pass on through different sections, through different nodes, and so on and so forth. You know, it is wild. It's crazy. That's all I'm saying.
It is. It is. Ask anybody that works in a hospital when it's a full moon. Everybody knows because everybody's impacted by that pole of that moon is doing something in the ocean. That's my best guess.
The tides.
And that ocean pole has something to do with us.
Also, I would have to preface though, but like because people know Friday the 13th, the full moons, like how much it is like self-fulfilling prophecies, right? Like
it's like an amplification of the like nervous systems, and then it like reaches a critical mass in some people, and then something happens. I don't know. It's like everything just aligns.
Also, because a lot of it is always going to be we're pattern-seeking creatures. So, like, once we see like, well, like I think Friday the 13th started with like Bloody Mary and Marie Antoinette. Like that's where it stems from. Like she murdered the whole city on a day.
Yeah.
You know, so these people said it was forever horrible, forever. You know, now it just passes down the line. You know, I'm guessing that's how it brought upon.
Right, associations and yeah, dude. So like I do kind of ascribe to the view that like crazy and like mental illness is kind of bullshit, like in a way. But yeah, like it's a lot of it's interpretive, right? It's
sure.
Yeah. And
yeah, and it's, you know, to be fair, it's such a new field, and we're doing the best we can with what we know so far, and we get a shit ton wrong. You know, like we get diagnosis wrong all the time. Like bipolar, it's the worst to try to get right. You know, it's the hardest one. You know, because you got your ups, your downs. You've got people that cycle through it a little bit quicker. Then you got to like tease out trauma. You know, age.
I find a lot of people's minds are sort of stretched out a lot across like longer periods of time than like, you know, we may be, because I feel like sort of like the more precise you get, the more you can kind of pivot around in your navigation of the sort of topology of this stuff, if you guys know what I mean. Like the, you know, like the landscape, the curvature, you know, like, so it's like, yeah, there's some sort of thing to that, right? Like some people just have longer cycles, I think, than others.
Yeah, like you might have a flattened time, and then you might have a mania. And it's just like, you know, one of the reductionist ways of looking at it is just how your brain is metabolizing certain hormones.
Yeah.
And like, you know, everybody to function like kind of has to be at a stable bell curve zone. But then you have these fucking geniuses like a Robin Williams, like that guy. Granted, he did coke, but like when he was manic, he was so fucking great, you know? So like you don't want to mute that if you're supposed to be a Robin Williams kind of dude.
Yeah, like he's super high frequency for sure. Like
oh, he was
I get
firing
that
on
feeling
so many cylinders. Yeah.
Where like I need like avenues for full on expression. Like I don't understand why I'm supposed to be this wild fucking creature, but Or it's just like I need baseline fucking human contact, you know? Like I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like
dude, it's a
God
lot.
forbid
We
you're
need
the
a lot of
person that
contact.
yeah, like if you're the person that mutes that Robin Williams, like oh, that's so tragic.
Yeah, because we just don't think that like because we grow up thinking like we're not wanted is what it is. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like we don't get mirrored back and then, you know, we pass the non-mirroring back on because it's like I don't know, like we're taught that we're not loved, like our excitement isn't received or whatever. So yeah, it is bad. I try hard with the dudes at work, you know, try to soften people up and you know, I don't know. I think everybody's doing fine though. People are yeah. People are stuck in the like other people are dangerous sort of mode. And it's the past is hard to heal. Period. Like we have to shed our skin to move on. You Wally.
What I do? I love you.
I don't know. I love you too.
Like, oh, you know, I was just kind of listening. I'm about to make my moves in my game, so I was just.
Oh shit!
I was
Making
just zoning the
America
fuck out.
great again.
Hey, America.
America.
Oh man, I want to play what kind of game? I don't know. No. I keep logging into World of Warcraft and then I so want to like slow my brain down enough to super take in a story. It's been a while. Like
I know it's fun.
I always play games in a way where I'm just like rushing through everything.
See, I mean,
And I would like
that's
to
what
do
I
differently.
play Call of Duty for that shit. Like, if I just want to play a game and not really, whatever, that's the game. But like, if I want to fucking, like, if I get like Hogwarts Legacy, I'm playing that game for like 200 hours, and I'm fucking gonna do everything. I might not come back to it. So if I play a game like that, it's gonna be all out.
Terraria got an update, but I don't know if it's worth it.
Terraria?
Terraria. Skyblock World Seed? Tiny? No, dude. What is this shit? Oh, what? Dead Cells. What kind of game do I want to play, man? God dang it.
God dang it, Bob it.
Fucking cigarettes. Wolf's half sword. No. A wrestling game? What the fuck is this shit?
WWE?
This is for you, Wally. No, it's like fight pit shit. Physics-based medieval combat simulator.
That's so funny. Hold on. It's on Steam, I'm assuming, right?
Looks fucking garbage.
Looks like
yeah.
garbage.
Dude. I kind of want to like draw cartoon renderings of like people I know because it'd be fucking hilarious, like of in different settings,
Is that a game?
Or like make characters based off people I know. Yeah, dude, that's what I want to do. And like a game, yeah, that would be so fun, like a game type.
Like I don't know.
Thing, and I could, if I make a game, I could introduce those people. Wally would be a fucking wrestling bartender. 100%, dude.
Like, don't fuck around in my domain. This kid.
You take off your shirt, you fucking Hulk up, you fucking.
It'd be one of those, like, instead of drinking, taking a drink of something, you power up. It'd be like me taking a toke. I'm like, I got my power.
You get one shade browner, and then you tie a fucking like thing around your head. I don't know.
That would be dope. That would be funny.
That's what AI is for, man. Right there.
To make fun of shit and stuff.
Fucking
yeah, trippy funny shit.
bullshit
Not
fucking
manipulating people.
characters in like
Well,
a
not manipulating
D&D
people.
type game.
Dude, I know.
Yeah, not manipulating people at all,
Good
dude.
luck.
Fucking
Good
separate AI from any and all money.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that.
Period.
Dude, 85% of our GDP last year was fucking data centers for AI. So, no, there's gonna be a fuck ton of money be made off AI, and people will always make money off it. It'd be cool if it wasn't. And people try to do that with that big beautiful bill. That's when the federal government took over AI and made it like a federal thing. States can't do it for like 5 or 10 years, if I recall. Like deal with their own
We
infrastructure.
need to. It needs to be like sort of. It needs to go toward the people. Like it needs to. Yeah. Yes. There needs to be so much protocols in place. Like whatever we can do. Whatever we can do. Like, yeah. I have to get involved with politics on some level.
Yeah.
Communicate. And there's a lot of people. A lot of people are like
we need
on the same level, and yeah.
That's the whole thing about like all these big technologies. It all should be thought of to be used for the people, not just the rich and powerful or whatever. Like,
Yep.
Like AI always say,
We all
AI is cool.
know what's right, man.
Well, I'm saying AI is cool because like eventually, like I said, with like robots and all that shit, like if they were to take over the jobs, hopefully, like we can get a system where we don't even need to work in the sense, and then we can just do what we love, whatever it is, music, art, gaming, whatever the fuck, sports. Like you could literally have, like I was talking about earlier with the food. Like if we weren't chewing food so long, we had time to do other things. Well, if we don't have to work so long, think about the time we can to better mentally, physically. So all these things. Like there's a potential for that kind of world. I'm not saying it's gonna be, but there is a potential for it with AI and shit like that. And
it's not utopia. It's just yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm saying we're not even getting to
we are moving to an era where we can be fucking like our children are gonna be so far outpacing us. It's because we're gonna have this whole thing so simplified and ordered.
Hopefully, I mean that's the goal.
That like
I don't know if it will.
all the confusion will be fucking gone. Like we'll know what the fuck's going on with life instead of it being a fucking question mark. Like where kids grow up fucking scared about like what's gonna even happen. Like.
Dude, I mean, think about this. So like when we were in school. I'm pretty sure we're all old enough. None of us had to fucking do a shooting walkthrough, right? Like a shooter's test thing. Like we're getting mapped out. Like we had to do like tornado drills and fire drills and shit. But like I said, we didn't have to do shooter drills. Like kids today have to deal with that shit. Like that's shit that, like honestly, probably most kids should never have to deal with. But they do now. They have to do it every year. And it's a normal. It's norms. And most people don't have a problem with that in the sense of like they don't want to, like I said, going back to like red flag laws, like people are quick triggered and shit like that. Yeah, don't give them a gun, please. Stop doing that shit. Everybody should have the right to have a gun, but not everybody should have a gun. I guess that's kind of how I always preface it. Like.
Yeah, we don't need a bajillion guns out there.
We already do. Like I said, there's like 1.5 million guns. There's 350 million. It's like 3 guns per person in America. There's somebody out there. It's wild.
Wild, wild west.
And like I said, it's not. And I don't blame the guns. The guns not the issue. That's like I said. Are you mentally and well enough to have one? Are you? Are you not?
I feel a lot of people want to have guns because their friends have guns.
Well, that too. But I'm saying also the thing is, guns is like the suicide thing. Like more people die from suicide. So like, even if you took away the guns per se, there's still gonna be a lot of people that are gonna do it in a different way. So I mean, you still have to figure out the whole mental issues with people. And again,
completely unavoidable and. Yeah, it's like people look at mental issues as a general defect in them. Like, I am a deficient creature. Yeah. For me, it's
Some people do that. I agree.
And
again, like I mean,
it's a lot of blocks.
Well, again, to an extent, some of it is true and valid. Like I'm not trying to say like it's not, but like it always comes to the point. It's like at some point you gotta move forward in life. You can't just stay back and be reactionary or whatever. Like you gotta press forward, make life better. If you just keep sitting in the past, your life's never gonna get better. So
have to divert shit. You know, it's
help
like
people, though.
you have to see, you have to go through your trauma. You have to fucking
But I'm saying like
reinterpret it.
You should
Yeah.
help people. Like people have to help themselves, but people should also be willing to help people too. But like it's a two-way street. Like you have to show me some interest. Like you have to show me that you want to improve. Like once you do that, like it becomes a lot easier, I think, to get masses of people to fucking be like, oh, let's help this person out.
It's completely okay to improve, to admit like, yeah, okay, I went on the wrong path. Let's course correct.
Sure, there's that. I'm talking about like even
For myself,
I'm talking
you know,
about
like
a broke kid in the
it's
hood. Like think about that. Like you know, like they were just unlucky to be
Yeah.
born in a situation like so you're gonna get mad at this kid for doing stupid things, but like if you didn't help them put them in a situation where they could make better choices, like
yeah, because these people just don't know how to put themselves in these people's shoes. You know, like it's pretty simple. Like people just, I think people like to complain just to complain, just to hear their fucking stupid ass mouth fucking
some of it is, yes,
make noises. Part of that, yeah. Yeah, I always like to totalize. I don't know why I do.
like I said,
It's a part of it,
I
though.
listen to Destiny and people like that a lot, and they're always like, you know who complains more than anybody, who probably doesn't deserve to complain, is the middle class. He's like, you guys are doing fine. You guys aren't like bad. You guys aren't rich or nothing, but like you guys complain about everything. You know what? You
Yeah.
complain more than poor people, and like the poor people are the ones that actually need the help. You know, like
it's like, yeah, the poor people are getting like boulders thrown at their house, while the fucking middle class is getting like pebbles thrown at it. You know, and they're like, stop it. You know, like
I mean, it's
so
still
funny.
not good. Like obviously they're not the rich class or whatever you call it. So like they're still not like winning the game, but like you're saying, like your problems are just slightly less than what like other people's real issues are. You know, like and people don't consider it, like you're saying.
Yeah, it's like, if you have, if you have a stable living environment, you're not in debt, so on and so forth, or at least like you're keeping up with your payments, you're building a savings, right? If your value is expanding, not decreasing, what are you gonna cry? What are you crying for? Like,
yeah, well, because
they're not.
Because everybody wants to go up. Because
Yeah.
like, the American dream is like I'm middle class now, but like in 20 years I'm gonna be the rich class because that's the American dream, right? Like that's what you kind of been.
Yeah, like go get hobbies, start projects, dude. Fucking start doing some art, like expand your mind. Where are you going? Who are you as a being?
True, but I'm saying, but like this is where you have the middle class now blaming immigrants for taking their job. Like the reason why I'm still just middle class is because this immigrant took my job or took my welfare or took whatever the claim is at the moment. You know, like that's part of it too.
Yeah.
Like, how many people have you seen with the meme like, oh, the Somalis took $19 billion, which is fake anyways, but like they took all this money. Where's my $10,000 check I should be getting in rebate for having this? Like, dude, A, it probably didn't happen like you're thinking, and B, you're never gonna get your fucking, like, stop thinking dumb like that. Like, these things aren't equivalent to what would actually happen.
Well, right. We talked about this before. I mean, like the whole narrative follows the little chunks of change people get taken from them. That is,
yeah, the $8 that go to fucking some immigrant that you're pissed about. Like that's a whole year of your tax money. I'm saying like all your tax money you give
compared to like the yeah.
Yeah, compared to like SpaceX, who's getting probably like $200 of your tax money every year, or
Yeah,
the DoD is getting $500.
And then it's also like the capitalist class sort of taking their cut out of your labor in general, right? So like the general socialist principle is like that workers aren't getting the full value of their labor, right? So it's exploitation because the capitalist class is able to bargain lower because you have to take the wage, But I mean, who knows what the actual distribution is for any given company, but for something like, Walmart or what, all these other companies, like it's probably a good chunk of your actual value is taken out of your wage, right? So
sure,
The idea is
But again, like,
that
so like my point is, you know how big the government is. Like,
yeah.
so let's say the government takes $100 out of your paycheck every week or whatever, just to make around $100. People think like 40% of it's going to like SNAP programs or free illegal money or what it's really probably like 3%.
Yeah, they're not looking at the margins. Yeah.
You know, like I'm just saying, like,
Yep. Yep.
that's kind of the issue. Like people, I'm saying when you ask somebody like, how much of your check goes towards the illegal immigrants, I guarantee you they'd probably say 10 to 30% of their check, when it's probably like 0.5% of their check at most. It was like, you ever listen to when what's his name? When Matt Walsh went on Joe Rogan about the whole like, what is a woman? He talking about trans kids and all this shit, right? And Joe goes to him like, how many kids are trans in America? He's like, oh, it's millions of them, millions of whatever, right? And then they looked it up. It was like 1,600 kids. Like, it's they don't even understand.
Wow. Yeah. Millions? Why would it be millions?
That's what they're trying to sell people that they talk to. Is
Jesus
millions of kids
Christ.
doing all these things. But like I said, when they actually looked it up, it was like I said, like 1,300 kids or something small like that. It's like, yeah. You guys have no
fake
concept.
Problems, dude.
Yeah, no
fake
concept,
fucking problems.
No
Just
concept of what actual numbers or what things actually mean. Like it's not good.
why do people? Yeah, it's just literally psyops based on fake problems.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking.
Yeah, we have lived a very, very, very past past like 20 fucking years, basically. Really sum it all up.
Well, I mean, a lot of it started with the Reagan. That's like the beginning, like the fairness doctrine. Like I said, I always love when I listen to people all day at work and shit. They're always like, "Oh, the news just used to give you the news." I'm like, you know why? Because the news, that's all they did. They just give you the facts. Like, we know this person got shot here. This is how it happened. Boom. That's it. There was no sway and shit. That happened with the fairness doctrine that Reagan fucking got rid of, where they can do whatever opinion based shit versus just evidence based stuff. And then like
Yeah.
And like we looked at it earlier, was in 2017 Trump got rid of the Johnson Amendment to the whatever, so like now churchgoers can literally endorse and support political candidates. Like that shit was illegal for a long time. Like that's the norm, that's the precedent, and we broke it. Why? Who knows? Because they always pretend that the Christians are always the most persecuted group, but they're not. They literally have all the power. They're always like, they're attacking us. So they're the most.
Yeah.
They're the most snowflake group pretty much of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys have literally had power for like millennia, and you act like you're fucking persecuted by everybody. Everyone's trying to take over us. It's like no.
Dude, such a weird fucking world. Why?
Weird thinking.
Where are we going?
Who knows? Like I said, I hope we get to the world where we don't have to work and do all that shit. We can just fucking do what we love, whatever your
yeah, dude, I want to relax
passion is.
So bad, man. I feel like I haven't relaxed. Yeah, dude. You know how badly I wish I could be paid to be like a Da Vinci type. If I could actually be trained, my full brain put to use with assistance. Oh my fucking god. No, it never happened. I'm not that cool. Kingdoms deck. I'm looking for something to play.
Something to pray. I mean, I'm kind of looking too on Steam. I'm just looking at some free games. They have. Sometimes you get random gems. Like, oh, that's a good game for free.
Well, it's like we're all working toward that like Renaissance man thing, right? Like the Ikigai, you know, like that. That's where like the identity shit gets so weird.
Technically the goal is always every day you should get 1% better in something. Could be education, body, mental, something. Like if you get better 1% a day, you'll be doing good. It's when you get stagnant.
Yeah.
Like, the longer you're stagnant, like it's one thing to be stagnant for like a day or two because like you went on a bender or you're just tired. Whatever the fuck, it's fine for a couple days. But like when that becomes like a monthly, and then becomes a yearly issue of like you just don't ever try to improve, you just stay stagnant. Like like I said, your thoughts, your beliefs, your body, your life, all that kind of shit. Like it's not good. Should always be going for self improvement.
We need to, yeah, I feel we are, okay, so like the nervous system or whatever, like goes through these phases of like renewal, right? So it seems like we're sort of going through a re-meeting of life, right? Maybe that's people at different phases, or I don't know.
Maybe
like
with AI and shit,
I
because
I
we're
think
in the digital age.
I
People never dealt with
yes,
that
yes,
shit.
but like also nervous system wise too, right? Because it's like there does seem to be phase shifts in everything I look at. There seems to be phase shifts, like just discrete shifts, and you have to meet these phase shifts with a certain how do I put it? Sort of like a faith, but like every faith needs to be balanced by skepticism, right? So there's always like a constraint, like a constraint plateau or not plateau.
Well,
Like
again, I just like I
horizon,
said,
not
I
even
would always
horizon,
argue.
but
I
yeah.
always argue the point. You should treat everything like the scientific method. Like you should have faith in whatever the fuck you want to call it. With your skepticism, just be like, all right, but I know that I still need to prove this. Like,
Realism.
I still need the hypothesis. I still need the find out.
What's like it's an abductive process rather than a deductive or an
Yeah, for sure.
inductive. So it's like you want to produce the most realistic explanation. That like I guess Occam's razor sort of becomes a part of that because it's like you got the least amount of connections, right? But yeah, natural philosophy to the bone, like which involves the scientific method, of course, and reasonable connections.
Sure. Well, again, I always say like reality should always be what our five senses. The more that they intertwine, like I can see this. Oh, you see this? It's probably real. Versus, I feel this. Like that's how you know what reality is to an extent. Like how you can verify
coherence or resonance and coherence. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That word resonance. It pops up. It's big. So is coherence and dissonance is kind of there. For any non-coherent event or conflicting. I think a trimmed down language is important without cutting out too much. It's like a series of motions as you
it's a fine
change
line.
your
So,
language.
like, you can verbiage stuff to be broad as fuck, which is not good, but you also can narrow it down too much where it's bad that way too, where it's like, oh, like I say with the thing, like you could be gay, but there's also a subset, or like, are you Latino? Well, I'm not this kind of Latino, or I'm not this kind of white, or I'm not, like you could, when you break it down to subsets, you can get infinite amount, the what is it, like ultimate reduction or something, the reductionism or whatever. There's a fancy word for it. I can't remember.
Disintegration maybe, or fragmentation. It does continue to bifurcate. There's bifurcate, and there's binary opposition. But yeah, like, so like just to add on to that, like yeah, we're moving toward like a more pluralistic picture, but pluralistic and unitary. So it's like we see things in terms of what they are rather than as in terms of opposites, right? And opposite narratives come into conflict, identities come into conflict instead of just being a part of a field,
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we are very goofy creatures.
Yeah.
But the baseline of like nervous system regulation is a pluralistic perception that isn't binary opposition, where we're mapping sort of progressions away from, what may happen because this person is different or I seem different,
Sure, but like being different is not necessarily bad.
No, it's not. No, it's, yeah, exactly.
People think it
We're
is.
supposed to like flatten the differences, you know? Yeah.
I'm just saying people treat being different or strange or whatever like as inherently bad or evil or whatever the fuck, but it's like most of the time they're just different, you know? Like you don't have to. You
Yep.
don't have to. The thing is, you don't even have to necessarily understand
Just
it.
different.
Just let them be. Like I said, until they're affecting you in any way, shape, form. Who gives a fuck?
Yep, difference on its own means nothing.
No. And again, the other thing is, we in today's world we overgeneralize a lot of things. Like I said, if one person does something bad in a group of people, therefore all the people in the group are bad. It's like we got rid of all the nuance of like some people are probably shitty and other people are probably not, right? Like you should be able to call a spade a spade. This person sucks, this person doesn't. Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying it shouldn't matter if you're on my team or not my team or whatever the fuck, you know, like
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we do kind of zoom in on it, man, and I feel as if, oh man, I feel like I did a really bad job in trying to understand how people think because it's like you do absorb so much of that like energy because like it just stresses you out. I don't know. It's like you really do get compressed into that this side versus that side frame. It's like that is the problem.
yeah. But all right, I love y'all. I need to go to bed because I got to work tomorrow morning and I'm supposed to go to breakfast early. So I need to
Oh
go to
shit,
bed.
hell yeah, man. Enjoy your breakfast, sir.
I love
And
food.
your nightmares.
I know it's gonna happen, but luckily I don't remember them most of the time.
Yep. You will persevere.
I will persevere. Love you guys. Peace out.
Uh,
Motherfucker. With your